What is going on, Headliner Nation? Happy Halloween, happy live show. And even I myself have no idea what Kyle is doing. He just decides to leave his camera off, but that's okay. I'm sure he'll grace us with his presence here at some point because we have a lot of fun. You are here.
I'm here.
You're speaking to us from a distance. Will you reveal yourself, Kyle?
Would you like me to review myself now?
I have no idea what you even look like, so even I'm a little bit curious here.
I do. And Jake, here's the problems. I didn't want to turn my camera on right away because I was out at my daughter's soccer tournament today. And unfortunately, when I got there, I realized that I had forgotten my sunscreen, and when that happens, you don't always look your best. So I'm a little sunburnt today. If you
Oh my God. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. What?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Crispy.
Wow. Here is everybody just making fun of me. Even I'm making fun of me, Dave, because I got the Crispy nickname for the sunburn. So I figured, hey, everything's better with bacon. A lot of our MVP patrons said that's what we should do. So, man, that is awesome. I've never had anybody dress up as me, an uglier me, on Halloween. But hey, it looks good, I guess I could say. I think. I don't know. Wow.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I am Crispy for Halloween this year.
You should never shave your head.
I used to.
Way better. You look way better with the flow that you usually got. This is not suiting you.
My God.
But hopefully everybody is having a good night out there, trying to, to bring the laughs, have some fun, talk some fantasy football. We're almost to the midway point of the NFL season, and you know what? Every once in a while, we just got to come out and have some fun. We're going to have some fun tonight. Do us a favor, hit that like button because you got about an hour and a half, 2 hours worth of all things fantasy football coming your way. Plus hit the like button because I have no idea how I'm going to let it flow looking like a piece of bacon. I didn't think that far ahead. Maybe I'll try to shove it all under the helmet. Do you think I could do it?
Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, it may be worth. I can't believe that you, man.
You know who's known about this for several weeks now?
I'm gonna have to guess Anna.
Taylor.
Oh, thanks, Taylor. Taylor just sent us that picture saying that he was watching from home, so Taylor knew about it. Man, yeah. Everybody out to get me.
I told Taylor several weeks ago what I was going to do, and then I sent him a picture earlier, and I asked him how it looked. The better part of all of this is I had to go pick up pizza looking like this.
No, you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Did you? Well, at least when
I got there, they had forgotten part of the order, so I had to sit and wait, and everybody was staring at me.
They're probably like, who the hell is this guy? What is he even dressed up as? That is awesome.
All right, well I think it's probably the time to start rolling into it. And I'm going to try and do this without my glasses because, well, Jake, you don't have glasses.
Nope. I have that 20/20 vision. You should probably put the glasses on just so you don't misread everything, though.
I think I can see it well enough because Sean Sillman says DJ Dallas and Tevin Coleman, good plays in week 8.
I mean, DJ Dallas looks like he could get some serious volume, right? I mean, everybody else is hurt. Does he have a great matchup? No, not really. Honestly, I think it's just going to be volume. If you're looking for somebody with some volume, with some touches, he could get it. On the San Francisco side of things, I'm all about the Jermichael Hasty life right now. I think they give that young kid a chance to go out there and give him the bulk of the touches. That's my choice for that backfield.
Yeah, whew. I do like DJ Dallas this week. I think DJ Dallas, even if Chris Carson somehow plays, even if he somehow gets out there, I think DJ Dallas could see a little bit of work in the passing game this week because no Travis Homer.
Should have dressed up as Homer. That would make no sense, though.
No.
Plus, I cannot believe that you have a bald head with a sunburn right now. I don't know if I should be impressed or literally pissed. I really don't know. Hey, y'all wanted me to be the fat devil from Call of Duty, and I was like, I ain't going to do that. I'll be a piece of bacon, though.
I did have to shave my beard to make this work, so.
Yeah. I mean, that's dedication right there. It's dedication. And we all appreciate that dedication, Kyle.
Eric Cruz throwing down the 10 bomb. Appreciate you, Eric. Start 2 in the flex. CD, Rager, Corey Davis, or Jared Cook. Asking if Andy Dalton is out this week as well. Happy All's Hallow Eve, fellas.
I mean, honestly, I'm not overly excited to put anything in a lineup with anybody in Dallas as of right now, no matter who's at quarterback, whether it's Andy Dalton or Chris Danucci. I'm just not about that right now. Jalen Reagor coming off, back in his first game. How much do we really want to count on that? Corey Davis, Jared Cook. I think they actually may be slightly safer this week. I don't love it, but I think that they're probably the safer options here with Corey Davis and Jared Cook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm feeling Jared Cook and Corey Davis as well. Isaac Choi in a half PPR. He needs only one wide receiver. Higgins, Ward, Mooney, Reagor, or Mims.
And we need only one?
Just one.
I mean, at this point, I don't know if we can go... never mind, it's the other Higgins. You said Rashad Higgins. I thought you said T. Higgins.
No,
Wrong Higgins.
My bad. My bad.
Man, I mean, to be honest, I don't love any of those. The safest floor may be a Greg Ward. Higher upside may be a Mooney. The problem is the volume. Is it going to be there for him? If it's me and it's my lineup, more than likely, I'm probably going to just gamble a little bit and go with Mooney.
Isaac Choi, we said Mooney there. Matthew Mazur with $1 dono. Thanks so much, Matthew. Dylan Swain. Running backs are Jamal Williams, Zeke, and Myles Gaskin. Wide receivers are Keenan Allen, Kenny G, Adam Thielen, and we're picking two of each and one flex in a full PPR. Appreciate the help, guys. Let's start at the running backs. We need two, Jamal Williams, Zeke, and Myles Gaskin.
Well, with no Aaron Jones, Jamal Williams is going to have to be in there for me. And as much as I just said I don't want any part of the Cowboys offense, I mean, can you really sit Ezekiel Elliott for Myles Gaskin at this point?
No.
I mean, I know it's 2020, and I know things are crazy. But if I bench Zeke, and Zeke goes out and gets 18 to 20 points, and I put in Myles Gaskin who gets 7, I'm going to be pissed. At least lose with the best players you got on your roster, and I'll probably still go with Zeke.
And then two wide receivers, Keenan Allen, Kenny G, and Adam Thielen. That's Kenny G and Adam Thielen for me.
It is
as much as I like Keenan Allen.
Yep. I mean, and we get to pick a flex.
Mm-hmm.
I may put Keenan Allen in my flex there because I like Keenan Allen this week also.
Okay.
Especially since it's a full PPR league, he says. Yeah, I'll go with Keenan Allen then in my flex.
Okay. Yep. That's what I was going to say as well. Carlos Lara. Should I trade Julio for Mike Evans and D Johnson? Now, I don't know if that's David Johnson or Deontay Johnson. I really don't want to add Mike Evans right now, though. If I already own him, I'm not getting rid of him, but I'm not really looking to add him either. So for me personally, I'm probably keeping Julio.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, with all the questions surrounding the entire Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense and what's it going to be like with Antonio Brown, I'll just take my chances and hold on to Julio for right now.
Jay Hawley 203, A-Rob this week or Corey Davis? A-Rob has been cleared.
He has been cleared, and they're going to be going up against the Saints. If the Saints can put some points up on the board, they're going to have to throw, and when they throw a lot to Allen Robinson. So for me personally, I'm going to stick with A-Rob.
James Dennison.
What up, James?
James saying happy Halloween, guys. Happy Halloween, James.
I don't know if I can look at you at the screen, Kyle, because every time I look, I remember, oh my God. I'm just going to have to, avoid it. Can't believe that happened.
I do feel weird not having my glorious hair out and flowing tonight.
Yeah, see what I have to deal with on a weekly basis?
Frankie throwing out the 10 bomb. Actually, no, KCB Chris first. Devontae Parker or Dallas Goddard?
Goddard, because we're feeling sexy, Kyle. That's why we call him Goddard.
Sexy and fancy. In a PPR, I'm still going Devontae Parker with Dallas Goddard coming back his first week after that injury.
Yep, the only thing that worries me about Parker is now he's got Tua under center. What's Tua going to do? How's he going to perform? Who's he going to lock onto? As of right now, though, I think Parker's still a little bit safer.
Agreed. Jay Hawley, James Innocent, KCB, Frankie with the 10 bomb and a super flex 2 QB full PPR. Lost Chubb and Eckler. Should I trade either Rodgers for Tyreek and Gibson or Herbert and Cooks for James Robinson and Godwin? To me, that's going to depend on how many quarterbacks you have.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be my biggest factor, Frankie. If you have another quarterback that you feel is good enough to take you the rest of the way, since it is a super flex, then I would rather do Rodgers for Tyreek and Gibson instead of Herbert for Cook or Herbert and Cooks for James Robinson and Godwin. That's the way that I would want to go personally. But if you don't have another quarterback or you don't have somebody decent, like if you're relying on Nick Foles, your QB3 right now, I'm probably not taking that deal.
No. What if it's Derek Carr? Are you taking that deal if you got Derek Carr?
Yes.
Me too. I love Derek Carr. Still underrated. Absolutely.
Skylar Grant, A-Rob or Scotty Miller in a full PPR. I think we're going to get a lot of A-Rob questions tonight, and I don't think I can sit A-Rob. If he's healthy and out there, the matchup is there for him.
Yeah, now that we know that he's cleared and good to go, I'd have to throw him in my lineup also.
Corvette Foster 40. Hey guys, in a PPR flex, I need 2: Justin Jefferson, Deontay Johnson, T. Higgins, Melvin Gordon, Dobbins or Ruggs. Also at tight end, Tanyan or Burton. At the wide receiver position, needing 2. I'm going Deontay Johnson and T. Higgins this week.
Yeah, I mean, part of me really wants to see Justin Jefferson do some damage there against Green Bay. That's like the one, outlier right there is Justin Jefferson could be the difference in that game. We didn't really get to see much of him in this week 1 matchup against these two teams, but yeah, I mean, Deontay Johnson, he's going to get peppered with targets. T. Higgins has been consistent in finding the end zone. I have no issues with Deontay and Higgins.
And then also at tight end, Tanyan or Burton. Burton's matchup, not great. Tanyan might be a little bit safer, but Burton has higher upside for me.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Burton also. Tanyan was a thing because Adams was out. Now it's just going to be completely hit or miss on a weekly basis. Anna
says, this is my favorite thing.
And a lot of this is your fault. So we're glad that you're enjoying it, because the way that our Discord has been blowing up for weeks with bacon comment. I mean, I was getting people DMing me or putting in our group chat about, the bacon costumes. So this is a lot of our MVPs doing.
Looks like a sunburnt Humpty Dumpty. Oh, geez.
Wow. Is that what I look like, Kyle?
I could have stippled in some hair for you as well, but I didn't really have enough time for that.
Did you just say stippled in?
That's what they said. You should have stippled in, or somebody said that in the comments. I should have stippled in some hair. I wouldn't have had to do a whole lot anyway. Mr. Punch. Actually, no, Deadly Voltage first. Josh Allen or Justin Herbert. It is 1 point per completion and 6 points for 40-plus yard passes and touchdowns. I'm going to go Josh Allen, just finding out that Stephon Gilbert or Stephon Gilbert out this
Gilbert
week.
Or Gilmore?
What?
Gilbert or Gilmore?
Or Gilmore. My bad.
The head is like sucking in. It's pushing too hard. Yeah, I mean, Stephon Gilmore being out is very, something to sway it the way of Josh Allen. But Justin Herbert is delivering some of the cleanest balls you've ever seen on a football field. The kid is legit as a rookie quarterback. I think it's a win-win either way. Personally, I have Herbert maybe a skosh higher.
The reason I'm saying Allen is because I'm looking at that 6 points for 40-plus yard passes and touchdowns, and I think Josh Allen's got a little bit more upside with the big plays. That's why I'm going to go Josh Allen. I do like Herbert, though. So there's Josh Allen, Justin Herbert. The only people that deliver cleaner balls than Justin Herbert are those that go over to manscaped.com and use code word headliners for 20% off any of their great products.
Plus, they'll get free shipping, too.
Plus free shipping. Clean balls, plus free shipping.
What else do you want?
Yeah, you can send those balls for free. Mr. Punch. Hello again, gents. I'm a bit stuck for my last spot. Travis Homer, Tevin Coleman, Evan Ingram are my options. 12-team half PPR. Crowder most likely out, and no AB until next week. Mr. Punch throwing that 10 bomb out there. Homer is more than likely out. Coleman, we have no idea what we're getting. And Evan Ingram is a sit because he's sucked so far this year.
Yeah, he's blown. I mean, it's kind of like it's a total crapshoot, right? There's not one of those guys where you can say, I'll do this with confidence. Mm-hmm. As of right now, I would say Evan Ingram, but I don't love it. But at least I know what I'm going to get. At least I know I'm going to be disappointed going into it.
Yeah, to me, Tevin Coleman's floor is like right here, and Evan Ingram's floor is like right here. Like Tevin Coleman is probably going to have a higher ceiling though, because if he does get touches, he could always go for huge plays. But oh man, That's a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't love any of them.
Yeah.
If I'm choosing one, I'm choosing Evan Ingram. I'm just crossing my fingers.
Project Boy 22 Able. Should I start Ryan Tannehill or Lamar Jackson in a PPR league?
Is this a good time for me to tell people that I still have Ryan Tannehill 2 spots higher in my rankings than Lamar Jackson?
Nope, that's fine.
Okay, good. This is the time that I'll say it then. Ryan Tannehill 2 spots higher in my rankings than Lamar Jackson. Yes.
Kyle Chagnon, Gaskin or Boyd in the flex. If that's Tyler Boyd, give me Tyler Boyd for more upside.
Yeah,
good matchup for him.
I think Boyd's got the higher ceiling this week.
Mm-hmm.
But make sure we're paying attention to the weather. When you wake up in the morning, look at some of these games in the morning just to make sure, because there's a lot of weather, issues going around. I'm going to pull it up here. Once we get about halfway through the stream, get the most up-to-date weather information, because I know a lot of people worried about, like, the Cleveland game is one that's coming up too. So make sure you're paying attention to those things as we move forward.
Yabo Sama. Swift, Higgins, or Hollywood at the flex. I have Burrow at QB and Colt Stevens versus Lions already. Hollywood's got the highest upside. Higgins is the safest. Swift is a wild card for me after 3 running backs got multiple touches last week again.
Yeah. Matt Patricia's an idiot. Yes. That's what you should have dressed. You should have dressed up as Matt Patricia, Kyle.
I'm not that stupid.
That's coming from a Lions fan.
I couldn't have dumbed myself down that much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I really want to say Deandre Swift. I really do. I really think that the floor and the ceiling could be the highest for him if he can actually get the touches. But it's such a difficult matchup going up against Indianapolis. We just don't know about Matt Patricia that honestly, I probably lean towards Higgins and just hope for the best.
Corvette Foster 40 in a PPR league. Need to start a QB. Stafford, Baker, or Tua?
I love Tua. I just don't want to love him week 1 of his fantasy football career. I kind of want to see him out there in the NFL, dealing with some adversity before I just throw him in my fantasy football lineup. I mean, I love the story, love Tua as a prospect, but honestly, right now, depending on the weather, I'm going with Baker, but I'm keeping a close eye on the weather there in that game. If it's bad weather, then Stafford's going to be the guy I go to.
Yeah, I don't mind Baker. Probably I've got Stafford just a tick higher, actually 2 spots higher is all I've got him higher than Baker. Because again, the weather a little bit, but I mean, good showing last week by Baker. Mark Cleveland with the 10 bomb, hurting at running back with Mostert and Eckler out. Should I trade Allen Robinson for Fournette and Justin Jefferson? I do have Hasty for the 49ers. Justin Jefferson and Fournette for Allen Robinson. I don't know if I mind that too much, actually. Jefferson, pretty high upside any given week. Not very high on him this week, obviously. I've talked about that in my wide receiver videos. But Fournette moving forward, I mean, Tampa Bay's made it known they want him out there getting touches.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing, right? We saw it last week. When Fournette came back, we're like, how much is Rojo really going to give up because he'd played so great for a few weeks? And they came right back in, and Fournette got more touches than he did. So it's obvious that Bruce Arians wants to use him. I don't hate giving up Fournette and Justin Jefferson for Allen Robinson because Allen Robinson may be peppered with targets, but not all of them are great targets in this offense. If you need the 2-for-1 looking for some help, I don't hate it.
Absolutely. And just a reminder to everybody, if you're sending super chats, don't retract your message. If you send the super chat, just leave it. We will get to it. Every single week this happens, we have a bunch pile up and it takes us a few minutes to work through it. So if you send a super chat, hang on, we're going to get to it shortly. If you disagree with me, you're stupid. Henderson or Montgomery in a full PPR.
And Sean McVay is another one of those guys that hates your fantasy football team. Otherwise, I would say it'd be Darrell Henderson. In a landslide, it makes it a little bit closer, but because Montgomery's been so inefficient, I'm going to slide towards Henderson still, and hopefully he gets the bulk of the carries in that backfield against Miami. Bacon's getting limp.
What?
So my bacon was getting limp.
I can feel every time I turn my head, I can feel this thing yanking on my hair. Daniel Orton, full PPR flex, Le'Veon Bell or Brandon Ayuk? I'm going with Ayuk.
I think Ayuk is still safer, but I do believe that this is a revenge week for Le'Veon Bell in which he gets the opportunity to really, stick it home to the Jets. You know what I mean? Because We know he just left there, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Don't be surprised if Andy Reid gives him that opportunity on the goal line to show up his old team, but I still think Ayuk is slightly safer.
Orly wants to know, and wait, hold on. Okay. He says, and I missed it. So he has DJ Moore, Julio Jones, also Burrow, Jacobs, Hunt, Henry left. He says happy Halloween as well. That probably isn't changing your mind at all, is it?
No.
Orly wants to know, in a full PPR flex spot, Fulgham, Jefferson, Deontay Johnson, or T. Higgins. Happy Halloween, guys. Happy Halloween, Orly. So Fulgham, Jefferson, Deontay Johnson, or T. Higgins. I'm going Deontay Johnson. If he's healthy and on the field, we're playing Deontay Johnson.
Yep, it's a difficult matchup going against Baltimore, but the targets are there. The kid's ability to get open, an offense that really utilizes him, a quarterback that can get him the ball. Yeah, I got to go with Deontay also.
Cameron Bourne, Hasty or Gallman, half PPR, running back 2, no David Johnson or Miles Sanders this week. Oh, I guess that question earlier about, or was that a trade question?
Which one?
I said I don't know if it's David Johnson or Deontay Johnson. It can't be David Johnson. He's not playing this week because they're on a bye.
That's right. That's it. But for the question, this one, I got to stick with Hasty. I mean, the kid's going to get an opportunity here. I mean, what do they have to lose? And think about it, did anybody know who Raheem Mostert was last year? No. It's just the offense that Kyle Shanahan runs. It's very creative and puts their players in a great position to be successful. Hasty's kind of a plug-and-play guy. That's my choice there.
Look, I even got wrinkles.
Yeah, I got a couple. That's a very lifelike costume, Kyle.
Leo Benjamin, pick one in a PPR flex. Dobbins, Claypool, or Joshua Kelly. I mean, have we heard about Mark Ingram? Like, is that for sure set in stone?
I don't think so. Let me look, though.
If Mark Ingram were to be out, it's J.K. Dobbins for me. But that's only if Ingram's out. If not, I will go with Claypool, even though he was a complete bust last week.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, right now you need to hope that Ingram does sit for sure and go with Dobbins. That's the best possible option. Claypool, a lot of people fell in love with really quick, but that's when there was no Deontay Johnson. With Deontay Johnson back, it just limits those opportunities, and now he becomes a little bit more big play dependent. He needs that touchdown to give you a solid day. As of right now, Dobbins may be your safest floor play there, as long as Ingram does sit.
Just real quick, I want to make a note of something I'm seeing in the chat. I've seen Jeff say this a couple of times now. Drop Hasty, Coleman to start, ran with the first squad. Nobody's doing that. Okay, if you're listening to what Jeff is saying right now, just stop, because there have been no reports of Tevin Coleman starting and running with the first team. I mean, the reports I'm seeing from a couple of hours ago are just that he will play tomorrow.
Yeah. Nothing
about him starting. So if you have Hasty, don't go dropping him. This isn't like breaking news or anything. I don't want people to see that and be like, "Oh, we're out of here with Hasty." Okay. Yeah, if we see something between now and tomorrow, we will update everybody. But as of right now, I have not seen anything say Coleman is starting, and I have not seen anything saying that he ran all week with the first team. I'm sure he got first team touches in practice.
I'm sure.
Just like Hasty probably did too.
Probably. Yeah. Probably.
Derek Preston. Who should I start? Tannehill or Herbert? I have Janu and Keenan Allen in my roster. Thanks, guys. You're awesome. Derek, you're awesome. Appreciate that 10 bomb.
Thanks, Derek. I mean, I love both, right? I mean, we've talked about Tanny and we've talked about Herbert delivering his clean balls, but right now I have Tannehill at 5 and Herbert at 6. So Tannehill's just one spot higher.
Perfect. What work for what you want gaming? Traded Swift for Chubb and DJ Dallas for Mostert. Thoughts? I like Swift, but I took a chance. Team is Rodgers, Dalvin, CEH, Edmonds, Jay Williams, Chubb, Mostert, Hopkins, Julio, Kupp, Crowder, Kelsey, Goddard. Rate it. I like the Swift for Chubb trade. I don't mind that at all. You've got Dalvin, you've got CEH, you've got Jamal Williams right now. When Chubb comes back, you're going to be awesome there.
Yeah, and plus you have the depth at running back already. So even though you lost DJ Dallas, who maybe have, 1 week worth of value, you picked up Mostert, who will have end-of-season value. Yeah, the team is stacked.
Gung Ho Joe dropping a donation. Appreciate you, Gung Ho Joe. Carl Anderson, PPR Traquan, Corey Davis, Judy Mims, Barrios. It's Corey Davis for me.
Yeah, for me there too also, out of those options.
100-yard podcast, Godare or Smith? I just automatically default to Godare now.
I know.
Goddard or Smith. Also, will Carson play? I'm assuming that's Jonnu Smith. I'm playing Jonnu Smith.
Yeah, if that's what that is, then that would be my choice also. Will Carson play? I'm going to say doubtful. I don't see them putting him out there in a position to get hurt worse and miss more weeks.
All my girls ugly. What's up? What's going on, man?
What's going
on? Goddard or Hunter Henry? I've got Hunter Henry higher than Goddard this week.
I do like Goddard, but I got to give him at least 1 week to see what kind of role he has and how healthy he actually is. I don't want to just assume he's going to get the enormous role week 1 coming back. So, yeah, I agree. I'll go with Hunter Henry 1 more week.
Mark Stung, hey guys, need help? Just one for the flex and a half PPR. Claypool, Shepard, Rager, or Jamichael Hasty. Thanks, guys. Love the Halloween swag. Appreciate it, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Claypool's going to be the highest upside for me here. I'm assuming Jamichael Hasty is going to be your safer option.
Probably just because of the safe floor. The ceiling is going to be somewhat depending on the game flow. If that's me, more than likely. Let me see. Let me check my rankings. It's going to be super close, but I'm probably just going to go towards Claypool and take a little bit of a gamble. With Shepard playing Monday night against Tampa Bay, who's been pretty hot as of late, I just take my chance with Claypool.
All right, and I just saw Eduardo ask if his question's been answered already. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we get a ton of questions in at the very beginning. We're working our way through those. If you leave a super chat, just hold on, okay? We will get to it. Don't you worry. Just hang tight because we're going to get to it. We just helped Mark out real quick. E-Man in the chat, E-Man, big time supporter of the Fantasy Headliners, is also in almost every single Headliner gaming stream that I do. He mentioned the other night that he was picking up his son for a birthday weekend. His name is Elijah. We need some hashtags, hashtag happy birthdays in the chat for Elijah. No, I'm kidding. I already sang happy birthday over on the gaming chat, so we don't have to do it again.
Whew. Well, we almost got to hear it again. All right. No, happy birthday, buddy.
Man. Hope you're enjoying the weekend with your dad. Josh Smith with the 10 bomb. I have Crowder out. I need a wide receiver. I need a wide receiver 3, a tight end, and a flex in a full PPR. Mims, Cole Beasley, Jimmy Graham, and Noah Fant. Right now, I have Beasles, Graham, and Fanton, and that's what I would be doing too.
I would too, but I don't love it. But that would be the choices out of what you got available.
Gung Ho Joe wants to know Wentz or Herbert.
I like me some Carson Wentz this week. I think Carson Wentz has an opportunity to have a huge week, and right now he's my quarterback 4. He's my highest ranked there of the group.
Robert Williams, go Stafford or pick up Goff, Baker, Carr, Cousins. Bad windy weather in Cleveland, Green Bay. Second roll, Kenny G, AJ Green, Deontay, Bobby Trees, PPR Money League.
Well, for the first one, if you're going to go Stafford or pick up Goff, I think was the question.
Goff, Baker, Carr, or Cousins?
I mean, obviously I would love to have Baker and Carr, but that's dependent on the weather. Yes, the reports say about 20 to 30 mile an hour winds with gusts up to 40, but we've heard that a lot before and it not really affect it too much. It's really one of those things that tomorrow morning, a lot can happen overnight. Wake up, check the weather reports before making that decision, because honestly, I would prefer to have Baker or Carr here, but being that you don't have that option, the next safest for me is probably going to be, I don't know if I've ever used the word safe and Kirk Cousins in the same sentence, but I got Kirk Cousins as quarterback 11 going back up against Green Bay.
Oh boy.
Is that spicy?
Oh boy.
Is that some spicy bacon?
It is a little bit of spicy bacon. The next question, I don't really know how many people we have to pick because he just says second roll, Kenny G, AJ Green, Deontay, Bobby Trees in a PPR Money League. If I had to rank them, I'd put them Kenny G, Deontay Johnson for upside, barely over Bobby Trees, and then AJ Green.
Yep, I would have to agree.
Ivan Flores with the 10 bomb. Appreciate you, Ivan. Love the show, guys. Don't change anything. I need your help. I have my 2 running backs and a bye. I have Coleman and Dobbins. Who should I start? Love you guys. Love you, Ivan. Appreciate that 10 bomb. I'm going to go with Dobbins if Ingram's out. But again, I haven't seen for sure what's happening with him.
I think even though we don't know, I don't know if the questions surrounding Coleman make him that much safer. More than likely, I just roll with Dobbins and cross my fingers because even if Ingram is going to play, it's obvious he's not 100% being that he didn't practice. So that I could see them leaning a little bit more on Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins. I go Dobbins.
Joe C., how do you feel about Carr with the weather?
I have a hard time with weather because part of me cares and part of me really doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've seen quarterbacks put up huge numbers in bad weather games before. And just like with fantasy football, we actually had a comment like this week. You know, sometimes it's easier to predict the weather. Well, it's really not because nobody can predict the weather correctly either. Look at the reports in the morning. If the wind is not absolutely crazy, if it's 20-mile-an-hour gusts, I'm still rolling with it. How does a 20-mile-an-hour wind affect an 8-yard pass? An 8-yard pass that can be taken the distance just as easy by anybody else. So I don't read too much into it. I would just prefer it not to be like, you know, Hurricane Katrina out there while we're playing football.
And remember last year, there was a few weeks last year where it was like, oh my God, the weather's going to be absolutely awful. Kickoff gets here and it's like
sunny. Not that bad. Yeah.
Chad, right back at you, buddy. Eduardo Trujillo, here's the question. Oh, wait, no. Sorry. Russ the Muss first. Myles Gaskin or David Montgomery?
Man. I got Demont at 22. I got Gaskin at 15 right now, so Gaskin's a couple spots higher.
Osta, full PPR, need someone to flex. Mike Williams, DJ Dallas, Burton, or Harrison Bryant?
All right, hang on. I lost where we're at. You may have to read them again here. Hang on one second. Where are we at? What's the name on it?
Oosteh, Oosteh.
Oosteh. Man, I went all the way to the bottom, and there is a long bottom. All right, so we have full PPR. No, that sounded bad, didn't it? And need some to flex. Mike Williams, DJ Dallas, Burton, or Harrison Bryant. Out of those options in a full PPR, I gamble and just go with Mike Williams and hope for a big play.
Eduardo Trujillo.
What's up, Eduardo?
What's going on? What's up, Headliner Nation? Pick 2 for a standard league. Cole Beasley, Zach Pascal, or Kendrick Bourne. And then a flex PPR, Rashad Higgins or Nelson Aguilar. Thank you.
Well, you're the Nelson Aguilar whisperer.
Appreciate it. In a standard league, definitely the Beasles, right?
Yeah, we have to with Beasley, even though I wish it was PPR, but yes. And then second, with no Deebo Samuel, possibly leaning towards Kendrick Bourne by maybe a hair.
I have Pascal and Bourne both as starts this week.
Well, you can only choose one of them, Kyle.
But I don't have either of them inside my top 30.
Yeah, I mean, that's the issue. If I had to take a gamble on the quarterback that's throwing the footballs, I'll take it with Jimmy G over Phillip Rivers at this point.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go Kendrick Bourne as well. I think we've seen a little bit more out of him in the past. And then for the PPR flex, Higgins or Nelson Aguilar, I kind of want to go with Aguilar here because I think he's the number 1 in LV right now.
I mean, I can't argue you because for some reason you have like this inner connection with Aguilar. And out of the most random players in the NFL, you happen to nail Aguilar like every week. So if you say to start Aguilar, I would trust you and start Aguilar.
John Wagner with a donation. Appreciate you, John. Johnny Bravo, I need to know Gronk or Goddard, and Jeff or Zeke. Well, I've got Gronk over Goddard for sure. Is that Justin Jefferson or Zeke? Guessing. I'm assuming you're asking for the flex.
I'm guessing. And if that's the case, I'll take the running back 99.9% of the times and go Zeke.
Yeah. Chapstick 1972, McKinnon, Hardman, Aguilar, DJ Dallas. We're picking 2.
Ugh. Did you see that Jerick McKinnon says he has tired legs?
I did see that.
Dude's got like 41 touches on the year and he's got tired legs. GTFO. I mean, what the heck? Tired. I've never seen anybody say they have tired legs before. He's
DJ
automatically
Dallas
crossed
and
off the list.
Aguilar for me personally.
Yeah, I mean, we just talked about Aguilar. DJ Dallas getting the touches. That's my choices too.
Ruben Porras, Le'Veon Bell, and Brandon Ayuk stat prediction. Brandon Ayuk is my Manscaped must start of the week. I definitely think he's probably a mid wide receiver 2 at worst this week. Le'Veon Bell, it's going to really depend on how many touches they have. I've got him more as like a high-end RB2 just because CH isn't going to disappear.
I think we see probably, I'm going to say about 60 total yards for Bell and possibly a touchdown, giving him right around 12 fantasy points or so. Brandon Ayuk, I can see him finishing a little bit higher in this offense this week. I'd probably say I'd feel comfortable with a prediction right around 7 catches for 85 yards or so with the touchdown upside, maybe 14 or so points.
I think he's going to have about 100 total yards because I think they're going to use him on the ground a little bit as well.
They could, being that there's no Debo, that role could easily go over to Ayuk.
Braden Matlin, excuse me. Brandon Scott or Justin Jefferson. I'm assuming that's supposed to be Boston Scott.
I'm assuming it is also, and if it is, I'm just going Boston Scott. Why? He's playing the Cowboys and their defense sucks.
Love it.
Perfect. I mean, that's all the analysis you need is he's playing the Cowboys.
The hard-hitting fantasy headliners advice.
That's right. I mean, we're just going to keep it real, right? Keep it real.
The Recovery 716 tossing out the 10 bomb. Appreciate you. Happy Halloween, headliners. Happy Halloween. My starting lineup is Burrow, Zeke and Scott, Galladay and Allen, Kelsey with Bernard in the flex, but I'm torn on the flex. Do I start Bernard, Corey Davis, or Le'Veon Bell? I'm definitely starting Bernard over Corey Davis.
Yep.
Bernard, Le'Veon Bell gets a little bit closer for me, but if I'm looking at who do I want to have the most touches, which typically in my flex position, that's what I'm looking for.
Yep.
It's Bernard.
Yeah, 100%. I'm going with Bernard there too. Like I said, he's got the clearest path to touches, and that's what we'll take.
If you disagree with me, you're stupid. Beazles, Parker, Deontay, Henderson, Monty, pick 2 and a full PPR. Deontay Johnson's going to be one of them for me.
Yep, Deontay Johnson is one. Hendo, what'd you say? It was Henderson?
Yeah,
we're guessing. Oh man, I
I'm
really
going
want
Beazles here.
I think Beasley may be the next safest option. I just don't know if his ceiling is overly high. Parker could be, but we don't know with Tua. If it's me, probably play it a little bit safe and go Beasley and Deontay Johnson.
Stuart Morrison feeling good. I have Burrow because he lost Dak.
Burrow's
needed to clear a bench spot. Traded Robert Woods and McKinnon for Boyd. Happy Halloween. I don't hate it. I mean,
I don't hate it.
Bobby Trees is our guy, but Boyd's playing really well right now, and you needed a bench spot. So to me, really, that trade was Woods for Boyd straight up, and I don't think it was an awful deal by any means.
Nope, not at all.
Abraham Rather traded Gurley and got Jonathan Taylor rate 1 to 10. I'll give that about an 8.5.
Yeah, I was thinking right around an 8 also, just because we talked about it all offseason, and we said by mid-season Taylor would take over this backfield. Obviously, we didn't know that Marlon Mack was going to get hurt so early, but after the bye week is when things start to get a little bit easier for Jonathan Taylor, and he could really have a huge second half. So yeah, I'm right around an 8 or so. Gurley's scoring touchdowns, though, so that's what makes it tough. I mean, Gurley's one of the league leaders in touchdowns.
Yes. John Wagner, AJ Green, or Hollywood in a half-point PPR. Opponent has Lamar. I'm going with Hollywood here.
Yep, I will too, and try to cancel out any big plays that Lamar may connect on with him.
CJ Williams, trade Gaskin for A-Rob. Yes. Give me A-Rob, 115.67432.585%.
As long as you still have a couple of good running backs. Make sure you have at least 3 good running backs still before you get rid of any depth.
Andrew Prasad, bye week injury blues, P. Ryan or Mooney? I'm going to go with P. Ryan for the touches.
I mean, P. Ryan, plus I expect them to be definitely losing to the Chiefs and throwing more. He may have a little bit safer floor with some passing work.
Hold on just one moment. Who did we just ask?
We just did Andrew Prasad, so now we're on to Pete Wheeler, 72. Pete Wheeler. Going once. Going twice. Pete Wheeler says Lamar versus the Steelers or Burrow versus the Titans.
I don't see it.
Let's see here. This one's going to be pretty close. Right now, I have Burrow at 8 and Jackson at 7, one spot higher than Burrow. So as of right now, I got Lamar by the closest of hairs ahead of Burrow.
All right, I'm back. I'm back to where we were at.
Okay, good.
Just a reminder, number one, if you leave a super chat, don't retract it. Don't go away. We will get to it. It takes a little bit of time to work through those. Number two, we need 850 likes on this video to let it flow. So if you're watching right now, we have 271. Can we get to 850 likes in the next 2 minutes?
I don't know
putting my timer on right now. 850 likes in the next 2 minutes. Headliner Nation, you're on the clock starting now. No. Hit that like button. Pete Wheeler 72, we just got that. Jay Hawley 203, Dobbins or Justin Jackson?
Jackson may be slightly safer, but the upside is probably going to be higher with Dobbins. I'd probably gamble with Dobbins as long as Ingram is out. If Ingram plays, then I go Jackson.
Claudio Gomes dropping a donation. Appreciate you, Claudio. Alex T. Happy Halloween, Headliner Nation. And a half PPR. Choose one running back and one flex. Hasty, Dallas, P. Ryan, and Aguilar. I'm going with Dallas and Aguilar here.
I don't hate that. I have Hasty just ahead of Dallas.
I thought my internet went out again.
Why?
I was like, why isn't he saying anything?
I'm thinking, Hasty and Dallas to me are super close. It's kind of a toss-up. I lean towards Hasty a little bit more, Hasty Aguilar, but I don't dislike the Dallas Aguilar pick either.
Devron Malivo, appreciate your donation. Thank you so much. Remember, don't retract your message if you send a super chat. We'll get to it. M. St. G, what's going on, brother? What's good? Jake and Kyle, Fulgham, Hasty, or Aguilar as a flex full PPR? I think Fulgham is probably a little bit safer than Aguilar right now.
Yeah, the targets are still there, and that's what we're looking for, a little bit more safety. I'm going Fulgham also.
Congrats on 110,000 subs. You guys have earned it for sure. Good luck this week, Kyle. Thanks, M. St. G. Appreciate it. Wait. I'm assuming I'm going up against M. St. G. in one of our...
Okay, in one of our listener leagues?
Yeah.
All right, good. Because I'm like, if he just told you good luck this week and he totally just blew me off, him and I are going to have words. So
Adam Fisher, Cole Beasley, Devin Singletary, CeeDee Lamb, D-Mont. We're picking 3 in a full PPR. And then Deontay Johnson or Jarvis Landry in a half PPR. Well, the second one's pretty easy for me. That's Deontay Johnson.
Yes.
For the first one, though, Beasley, Singletary, CeeDee Lamb, D-Mont, 3. Oh, there's 2 minutes, and we're only at 445 likes. Oh, Headliner Nation, you don't typically let me down, but you have just let me down.
Wow, we need more likes. Because I'm going to try to fit this helmet over this piece of bacon, and I don't know if it's going to work. I'm going to try though.
So again, Singletary, Beasley, Lamb, and D-Mont, full PPR. Part of me wants to leave Lamb on the bench. He's a little bit too boom or bust for me.
Yeah, especially with the quarterback situation, the offensive line being all banged it up in Dallas. I think CeeDee Lamb is the biggest gamble there and probably the one that I said.
Romney, Jason Lavelle, pick 3 in a PPR. Gaskin, Henderson, Gio, Jamal Williams. That's going to be Jamal Williams, Gio, and Gaskin for me.
100%, yes.
Hector Urano, full PPR. Running back, Devin Singletary, Mike Davis, J.K. Dobbins, and Philip Lindsay. My wide receivers are Adams, Hopkins, Landry, and Aguilar. Should I trade one of my top wide receivers for a running back or keep rolling with that 4-3 record? I'm definitely looking for a running back, but it depends on what you can get. And if I had to sell somebody, I'm selling Hopkins before I sell Adams.
Yeah, but here's the biggest issue with this is there's probably not a whole lot of people in your league right now with extra running back depth because they're all hurt. So trying to find somebody to trade with is going to be the biggest problem because people aren't just coming off running backs right now. Best thing I would probably do is just say, hey, DeAndre Hopkins, one of the best wide receivers in football, a top fantasy asset. He's on the block right now. Who wants him? Who needs a wide receiver? And just see what kind of offers you get back.
Yep. Mark Malaire, half PPR. My tight end is Jonnu Smith. Need help at the flex. Shepard, Carson, or Goddard. Thanks, and happy Spooky Ween.
Spooky Ween.
I mean, if Carson plays, I'm probably just going to roll with Carson there, but I don't think he's going to play. So Shepard or Goddard, I'll go with Goddard over Shepard, to be honest.
There's risk with all three of them.
Mm-hmm.
The only one that we know is 100% healthy right now is Shepard.
Yeah.
But he's got the toughest matchup probably. I'd probably go with Shepard and just cross my fingers.
Sonny wants to start one. Ronald Jones, Melvin Gordon, or Fournette?
If Melvin Gordon could hang on to the football, I would like him a lot more, but he fumbles a lot now. Ronald Jones, Fournette, split in touches. I think if it's a standard league, I go with Rojo. If it's a PPR league, I go Fournette.
Devin Malveaux, Robert Woods, or Cole Beasley is a flex. I still got Bobby Trees over Beasley this week.
Yep, me too. Give me some Bobby Trees.
Peter Headland, half PPR flex. Slayton, Parker, Carson, or Harrison Bryant. For me, I'm going to go Parker there.
Yeah, I probably gamble. I mean, they're all gambles, so why not gamble with Devontae Parker and see what Tua can do?
Also, at the QB, I'm wondering Cousins or Carr?
I mean, I like both a lot. Now, Carr is obviously one that we're watching with the weather. As of right now, I have Cousins at 11, Carr at 12, but wake up in the morning, first thing, check the weather report. If the weather looks okay for the Raiders, then I'm going to gamble and go with Carr.
I'm seeing people telling me that it's Fulgham, not Fulgham. Fulgham? Whatever
Whatever it is.
That F dude.
Yeah. You say that. You say the
from the Eagles, that guy. Russ the Muss, Myles Gaskin, Jefferson, Ruggs, or Ayuk for the flex. That's Ayuk for me. My Manscaped must start of the week.
Yep, I can't argue with that either.
Anna, Jake, you need to help your Crispy twin out. What makeup do you use to tone down the glare on camera? Because
she just said on Discord a little bit earlier, my question got skipped, and I'm like, I don't think we'd skipped anything. And here it is. I don't use anything to tone down the glare. I am not a glaring type of person.
Oh my gosh.
It's just what
At first, I thought she was commenting about the amount of makeup I have on, because I have more makeup on right now than I think I've ever had in my entire life.
Well, I hope so.
But no, she's talking about the makeup you wear.
I don't wear makeup.
Yes, chat. If you're unaware, I'm Jake. I'm Crispy.
Yeah, that's me with a sunburn, because I had a sunburn 4 weeks ago, and nobody's let me live it down since. So, yes. But I don't wear makeup, ever.
Especially me.
Yeah.
Hector Urano, full PPR, Devin Singletary, J.K. Dobbins, and Philip Lindsay. Nelson Aguilar, pick one running back and one flex. Thanks for the great job. So one running back, one flex. Singletary, Dobbins, Lindsay, Aguilar. For me personally, I'm going to go Singletary unless Ingram is out. If Ingram is out, then I will play J.K. Dobbins since it is a full PPR, and we'll probably see a little bit of passing game work. And then Aguilar would be my flex.
As of 2 hours ago, the most latest update for Philip Lindsay is that he's trending towards playing. Dealing with the concussion. Does he actually play? Kind of a game time decision. If I know he's good to go and healthy, I'll go with Philip Lindsay there as my running back, and as my flex, I probably lean towards Nelson Aguilar and the high upside gamble. But it all depends on the health of Philip Lindsay. If he doesn't go, then give me Dobbins.
I just lost my spot. Jake, do you know where we're at?
Yep, we're at Lamont Jones, full PPR, Ayuk, Deontay Johnson, Claypool, Thielen. We can only pick one out of Ayuk, Deontay, or Claypool and Thielen. Kyle, that's a tough one, because as much as we like Ayuk, is he over Thielen?
No.
Not
that high.
I don't think he can be that high. I think Thielen still is the highest of that group, but outside of Claypool, Deontay, and Ayuk, we both love. The other side, James White or LaMichael Pirine. Man, I don't know what it is with the New England offense. Maybe it's just Cam sucking. I don't know what it is, but James White just isn't being utilized as much as in years past, obviously. LaMichael Pirine plays for the Jets, and that's a problem. As of right now, Pirine in a game going up against Kansas City and they're losing, I'll gamble with Pirine. Hopefully he can be involved in the passing game. Then he also asked for defense, the Baltimore Ravens or the Saints. Which defense do we have? Give me the Saints defense going up against the Bears' pitiful offense. That's my choice there. And then he told everybody to hit the like button because we're at 538 now, but we're getting closer to 850.
We need 850 to let it flow. Call me Kyle. Happy Halloween, gents. Happy Halloween, Kyle. Love the angry tight end rant. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. PPR need 2 in the flex. Hasty, Kelly, Dobbins, P. Ryan, and Coleman.
So we picked 2 of them.
2 in the flex.
Hasty. And if Ingram sits, I go Dobbins. If Ingram plays, I go P. Ryan.
Love me some rookie running back dynasty depth. You sure do.
Yes,
if you saw the tight end video, my rankings video that came out yesterday, honestly, that wasn't like an angry rant, and I wasn't calling out trolls or anything like that. I saw a lot of those comments. That was me just responding to those people saying, hey, if you want to be better at fantasy football, this is what you need to do to take it to the next level. So,
yeah.
I wasn't angry by any means.
We're trying to educate people here, not just give out names, because that doesn't help anybody. If you start to understand why we say the things that we do and where we get our information from, and that's the kind of stuff that's going to make you overall better players, and that's what we're trying to get to.
God, my head is starting to itch really, really bad. Sean Obey, John Brown, Henry Ruggs, or Amari Cooper for the wide receiver to start. I don't know if he's asking for the wide receiver 2 or start 2. For me, I'm going to go with Amari Cooper and John Brown.
If we're choosing 2 of them, yes, I would go with. I would almost go with Brown over Cooper.
And then is Kareem Hunt for Josh Jacobs a good trade? Thanks for everything you do for us. Appreciate that, Sean.
Is it a good trade? I mean, it's fair, but as of right now, I almost would tend to want Kareem Hunt a little bit more. With OBJ out, we could see more Kareem Hunt in that offense. Plus, even when Chubb comes back, we know we're still going to see Kareem Hunt.
Michael Sepulveda?
Mm-hmm. You
got it this week. Yes. Hey guys,
it took 8 weeks, but you got it.
What's up, Michael? Romney, Jason Lavelle, pick 3 in a PPR. Gaskin, Henderson, Gio, Bernard, Jamal Williams. Romney, I think you sent your question twice because we already answered this one. It is Gio, Williams, and Gaskin.
Yes.
And then Edward says, did you miss my question? You did not miss it. Again, if you're sending super chats, we're trying to get caught up. There are a lot of them. All right. If you send them, just stick around. We will get to them. And if you all want to let us flow, got to hit the like button because we need 850 likes to let it flow. So,
and for Eduardo, his question earlier was the one where he wanted to know for a standard league where we had Beasley, Pascal, and Kendrick Bourne, and we were determining whether or not between Pascal and Bourne, we went Bourne and Beasley, and then for the flex, Higgins or Aguilar, we chose Aguilar.
Yep. Chris Montoya and a half-point PPR need 1 for my flex, Hollywood Brown or Gaskins. I'm going to go with Hollywood Brown for that upside. If you want to be super safe, you can go with Gaskin, but I don't think he has nearly the upside.
No, he doesn't have the upside, but the safer floor for sure is Gaskin if you're just looking for a solid floor.
Steven, VC. Hey, guys, love the content. Appreciate it, Steven. Quick question. 12-team PPR league, and I need to start 1 tight end, Cook or Ingram. It's Cook, 115.8675%.
Yes.
I'm not even going to give Jake a chance to answer because I'm right. Shifty Shafts, Henderson, Jefferson, or Montgomery in a half PPR. I'm going to go with Jefferson there. Even though I'm not too high on Jefferson this week, I would take him over those 2 guys.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be a little bit more boomer bust than the rest of them. Henderson may be slightly safer, but yeah, I would probably start Jefferson if it was my own team also.
Mr. Punch dropping that 10 bomb. Appreciate you, Mr. Punch. One more question. I traded Hill, Cooper, and Monty for Zeke and Galladay. Current starters are Watson, Nook, Galladay, Zeke, Gaskin, Hollywood, Crowder, Tanyan, AJ Green, Jamal, AB. Would you make any trades in a 12-team half PPR? No, I'm liking your team the way it is right now. Don't really mind that trade too much. Might have given up a little bit upside, but you really helped out your running backs there if Gaskin was your RB1.
Yeah. I mean he's got Zeke. Yeah, because he brought in Zeke from the trade. So yeah, he was definitely in need of some running back help. So hey, you took a gamble on Zeke. Hopefully it pays off.
Love from Doncaster, England. Christopher Reed, appreciate it, Chris. Non-PPR, Waller or Smith, and flex AJ Green or Singletary. I've got Waller a spot higher than Smith this week, and honestly, if this is the same team, I am flexing Jonnu Smith over AJ Green and Singletary. If it's not the same team, then AJ Green or Singletary? That one's a little tough for me. That one's a little bit tough. Upside AJ Green, safety Singletary.
Yep, I think the higher ceiling is still going to be AJ Green if you want to go that way. If you just want to play it safe, you go Singletary, or as I like to refer to him now as Damn It Devin, because he keeps not capitalizing on his touches.
Rodolfo Tuesley, hey guys, my number one fantasy show. Appreciate it, Rodolfo. PPR Galladay over Ayuk, or start Galladay still and put Ayuk on my flex instead of Bell. Also Brady or Wentz. I'm starting Galladay. I would flex Ayuk over Bell if you want a little bit more upside.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Brady or Wentz?
Let's see here. I have Wentz as number 4, so Brady's not crossing that. So I got Wentz as QB4 this week. Why? Because he's playing Dallas, and Dallas sucks.
And he gets some weapons back.
Yes, he does. And look what he's been doing with no weapons. Give him a couple weapons back. He may put up some big numbers.
Tashin Ali, my bad. Tassin Ali. Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Appreciate it. Sorry for butchering your name there. Between Deontay, Kupp, James Conner, and Ayuk, I can only start 2. Which should I lock in a PPR? I would go James Conner and Ayuk.
Yep, I think because I would say Conner and Deontay, but I really don't want to go double Steelers in a matchup against Baltimore. So yeah, Conner and Ayuk would probably be my next best choices.
Jake Johnson, I need 2 wideouts and a flex. Jake Thompson, not Johnson. Yes. Jeez. Okay. See, this is what I get for not having glasses.
It's your glasses. That's what I'm here for.
And a flex, my team's looking ugly this week. Justin Jefferson, Cooper Lamb, Marvin Jones Jr., Lindsay, AP, or Tanyan. 2 wideouts and a flex. I'm going with Cooper, and I do have Lamb as a start as well. If the situation is worrying you, then you can go Justin Jefferson there instead. And honestly, you can flex Lamb, Cooper, and Jefferson if you want. I know Jake is feeling some Lindsay if he's ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to pick 2 wideouts for me, it'd be Cooper, Jefferson, and then Lindsay, as long as he's good as my flex. If he's not good for my flex, then I really don't know if I want to start 2 Dallas wide receivers. So I maybe pivot towards Adrian Peterson and just hope for the best.
Kerben, Miftari, Claypool, Ruggs, Bell, Gus, AP, Rager, Lindsay, pick 5. Holy Lord.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got to sit 2 of them.
I'm sitting Adrian Peterson.
Yep.
And I'm sitting Gus Edwards.
It depends. If Ingram is out, I probably won't sit Gus Edwards. I would probably lean towards sitting AP and Rager as long as Mark Ingram sits. If Mark Ingram plays, then I sit AP and Gus.
Okay. Same page.
Yes.
Kenneth throwing out a donation. I appreciate you, Kenneth. Richard Halsell. PPR, Herbert or Allen, also bench 1, Kupp, Cooper, or AJ Green.
All right, so first one is Herbert or Allen, and I have Allen I have Herbert a couple spots higher, so I have Justin Herbert there for the quarterback position, and we have to bench 1. I'd probably bench AJ Green.
Yes.
Yep.
Dave Lowe, awesome costume, Kyle, or should I say Jake? I'm actually not Jake. I'm Jacrispy. Would you start Ayuk or Bernard for a flex full PPR? Ayuk, much higher upside for me.
Yep, he's got the higher upside, the higher ceiling to help win your matchup. If you're looking for the safer play, Bernard will have a safe floor.
Dave Lowe, you didn't get skipped. We literally just answered your question for you.
Yeah, literally. Literally, we just read your name out loud.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you have sent a super chat, you got to hold on. There are a lot of them. We're working through them as fast as we possibly can. As soon as we get to 850 likes, we're going to let it flow and pick it up for a little bit. But again, we got to get to 850 likes. You all have been here. You know how this works. So no, you were not skipped. We just got done answering your question.
Yep.
Kenneth Weber, Gio Bernard, Tyler Boyd, or Allen Robinson is my flex for this week. I'm going to go A-Rob still if he plays. And it sounds like he is. If you want to be safe, then you can throw Gio in there.
Yeah, I think Gio probably has the safest floor of the group. Highest ceiling, Allen Robinson.
Stefan Bowman, Stefan. Do you ever get confused on whether it's Steven or Stefan?
Sometimes, but if it was me, I would say Steven Bowman.
Okay, Steven. Start 1 wide receiver and 2 flex. Full PPR. Allen Robertson, Claypool, Swift, Henderson, Bell, or Beasley. So 1 wide receiver and 2 flex. So A-Rob's going to be my wide receiver.
Yep, and then the 2
and
flexes.
Then we have to go Claypool, Swift, Henderson, Bell, or Beasley. If you want to be safe, it's Bell and Beasley for me. If you're looking for a little bit more upside, you could put Claypool over Beasley, but that might be a little bit too much of a risk.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Bell and Beasley there and letting the other ones be boom or bust on my bench.
Richard Tolbert with the 10 bomb. Appreciate you, Richard. Hey, guys, keep up the great work. Been here since 2018. Appreciate it. Excuse me. Derek Carr or Kirk Cousins with Kyler on a bye. His opponent has Jefferson and Thielen. Hashtag never funchess. I'd probably go Cousins there because if Thielen and Jefferson are scoring, Cousins is also getting points for you.
Yes, exactly. And love Carr this week, but he's just one of those ones we got to watch the weather in the morning.
Paul wants to know, being patient, but I sent a super chat 24 minutes ago. Paul, I literally just said a second ago, brother, if you send a super chat, we haven't missed any. We will get to it. We are currently over a half hour behind right now.
I mean, we haven't even had a drink of water yet. We're going as fast as we can through as many as we possibly can.
Hey, you want us to go faster? Get us to 850 likes.
Yeah.
That's how, yeah. Let's go. Richard Tolbert, we just got this one. Appreciate it, Richard. Kill switch 323, 2 flex spots. Should I use Pirine, Claypool, Goddard, Tim Patrick, Deontay Harris, or Donovan Peoples-Jones? Love y'all guys' video. Keep it up. Appreciate it. Kill switch 2 flex spots. I mean, Pirine and Claypool have the highest upside for me. Goddard is a little bit safer than Claypool probably, but I would go Claypool and Pirine.
Yep, that would probably be my choice there. Like I said, there's a lot of risk all the way around. Those two would probably be the closest to the safest options.
Jimmy Volsey, 9 PPR, Jimmy G, Kirk Cousins, or Goff. Need one to get me in between 20 and 25 points. So I'm tossing out Jimmy G. So is Cousins or Goff more upside?
Right now, I mean, look what Cousins did week 1 in Green Bay, against the Packers and a potential shootout. I could see it happening this week again. Goff going up against Miami is another potential option there too. If you're looking for strictly upside, I may gamble and go Goff, and hopefully he can get you the 280 and 2 touchdowns or so.
John Ohanian.
That's how I don't know. Ohanian.
Pick 2 in a full PPR. John Brown, Goddard, Aguilar. It's Aguilar and JB for me.
Yep, agreed.
Austin Klein with the 10 bomb. What's up, boys? What's going on, Austin? Happy Halloween. Got offered David Montgomery for Chase Edmonds, and I think I want to take it. Where do you see the rest of season value? I am not trading Chase Edmonds right now.
Nope, me neither. Not right now. I could see Drake being out, 4 to 6 weeks or so, meaning that he could have some serious, huge value. And Montgomery hasn't really capitalized on his touches and been pretty inefficient.
Straight out of Visa, down to DiNucci in a 2 QB Superflex league with Minshew and Kyle Allen on a bye. Should I pick up Jalen Hurts? If so, who do I drop, Moss or Damian Harris? Nope, you're just going to have to run with DiNucci for right now.
Yep, I mean Jalen Hurts is getting 5 or 6 snaps a game, maybe. I don't think I could chance it on that.
Romney, Jason, Lavila, Tanyan or Schultz in a PPR. Tanyan's a little bit higher for me this week. Both of them are risky.
Yep, I mean the quarterback play really hurts Schultz.
Oh, here you go, Paul. We're to you now. Here you go. Need 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, and 1 flex, full PPR. Allen Robinson, Galladay, CEH, Bernard, and Jacobs. So for my running back,
I'm going to go with CEH still.
Okay, CEH at running back. Wide receiver, I'm playing Allen Robinson and Galladay. I mean, you can't sit either of those guys, can you?
Nope, I don't think so either. I don't like sitting Josh Jacobs. It's not the easiest of matchups, but if the weather is bad, they may be reliant more on the running game a little bit more. I don't hate CEH, Galladay, and Jacobs as maybe being a little bit safer, but the highest upside CEH, Galladay, Robinson.
And if you're really not trusting A-Rob this week, then put Galladay in as your wide receiver and go with Bernard or Jacobs as your flex.
Yep, exactly.
Bernard probably a little bit safer than Jacobs, but higher upside for Jacobs. Malcolm G92, Justin Jefferson, Lamb, or P. Ryan for the flex. Top 3 scoring team, but only have 1-1. Gotta win. I'll go Jefferson there. If we have to win, if we need to get a dub this week, I'll go with Jefferson and gamble.
Yep, exactly. He's the one the closest option to the most targets.
Eduardo's back. What's up, Eduardo? Half PPR, Jarvis Landry or Brandon Ayuk. Thank you, guys. It's Ayuk for me.
Yep, give me Ayuk.
Remember, 850 likes, and we're going to let it flow. Come on, chat. Let's go, Headliners Club. You can get us there straight out of Visa or just... wait a sec. Okay, wait. So I missed one. Jordan Castellano, Wentz or Burrow in a half PPR. Wentz is higher,
Wentz.
right?
Yep, I got Wentz higher.
Straight out of Visa. He says, or just take the L on 5 and 2 and in second place. Did we get another question from him? Because
yeah, he was the one with DiNucci as his quarterback.
Oh, just roll with DiNucci.
Yeah, just roll with DiNucci.
Yeah.
Just keep him there.
Grant Oreo, am I crazy to sit Kelsey and start Fant? Yes.
Don't sit Travis Kelce.
You never, ever sit Travis Kelce.
You drafted him in the second, third round for
5 points.
Yep.
You never set Travis Kelce. Dopamine, Marquise Brown or Devin Singletary for the flex and a full PPR. That's Brown for me.
Yep, I agree.
Michael Williams, flex PPR, Higgins, Damian Harris, Justin Jackson, P. Ryan, Slayton, Mims, Bird or Bourne. PS, start 3. Gaskin, Henderson, Gio, and Boston Scott. Thanks, broskies. Okay.
First one.
Assuming for the first question, the flex PPR, I'm going with T. Higgins.
Yes, agreed. T. Higgins out of that entire group over Harris, Jackson, P. Ryan, Slayton, Mims, Bird, and Bourne. Yes, agreed. T.
And
Higgins.
Then start 3 out of Gaskin, Henderson, Gio, and Boston Scott. I'm benching Henderson.
Yep, I will start Gaskin, Gio, and Boston Scott.
Giuseppe. What's going on, Giuseppe? Happy Halloween, gentlemen. In a PPR Dynasty 4-keeper league, who would you keep out of Hopkins, Galladay, Boyd, Deontay, Taylor, Dobbins, Connor, and Sanders?
Wow.
PPR Dynasty 4-keeper league. I'm keeping Hopkins. I'm keeping Galladay. I'm keeping Miles Sanders. And I'm keeping Taylor.
And you're not going to keep J.K. Dobbins in a Dynasty?
It's not really a Dynasty league. It's only a 4-keeper league.
Well, kind of. Yes.
So, to me, I like J.K. Dobbins, but I'm going to go with Taylor based on what we've seen so far.
I'm just like a running back hoe, I guess. Like, I just want as many as I can possibly get. I have an issue. But I guess, one of the main ways to get past an issue is to admit that you have a problem. I have a problem. I love running backs, so I don't know if I could let any of them go there.
I love running backs, but can you really let go of 2 top 10 wide receivers?
I can let go of anything I want to, Kyle.
That's weird. Michelle Sowen, Rodgers or Brady?
I got Rodgers as my quarterback 2 right now, so I'm going with Rodgers.
And then running back Cook, CEH, Gordon, Gio. Wide receivers, played Ridley already. Lockett, T. Higgins, Harrison Bryant or Goddard or pick up Cook. So I'm playing Cook over Harrison Bryant and Goddard. I would drop Bryant for Cook because Bryant could be done next week when Austin Hooper comes back anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it says need flex and a half PPR. So then are we picking from everybody else? But I don't know who we can pick from.
Okay, so you got your running backs Dalvin Cook, CEH, and Gordon and Gio. Wide receiver, you played Ridley, Lockett, Higgins. Harrison Bryant need a flex. We'll just give 2 of each and then a flex. So for the running backs, I'm going to go with Cook and CEH. The wide receivers, you already played Ridley, and then I'll go with Lockett. We just said pick up Cook as your tight end, and then as a flex play, it's between T. Higgins and Gio Bernard and Melvin Gordon. I go Gio Bernard.
Trump 2020, P. Ryan or Justin Jackson or Deontay in my flex in a full PPR. It's Deontay Johnson.
Yep, I got to go with Deontay Johnson.
Mike Senior Chipani. Mike,
I think you did great.
We're just gonna call you Mike.
Hey,
Pick
Mike.
2: Singletary, Jackson, Bell, or Coleman. Bell's gonna be 1. Do we go Jackson over Singletary?
Yeah, probably. I think I go Bell and Jackson there personally.
Shane Fuco, what's going on, Shane? Happy
Shane.
Halloween, fellas, and a half PPR. Does the weather in Buffalo make you fade Diggs for Fournette or Gaskin? I need to make up 19 points. No, because Diggs has much higher upside, and now we know that White. No, not White. See, I'm thinking Tre'Davious White. Gilmore.
Stephon Gilmore.
Yes. Jesus. This
you
is
knew where
tight
you were
on
going.
my head.
You knew where you're going. It was just it's just squeezing a little bit too tight.
Yep.
Wait a second. Are you going to play the game looking like that later?
I don't know if I can. I might need to go take this off.
I forgot about that.
Justin Goff, I watch you guys all the time. You all helped me tremendously this year. Got 2 questions. Standard scoring. Burton or Goddard? Goddard probably a little bit safer. Burton has much more upside for me this week.
Yeah. Personally, I'd probably go Goddard.
And then Swift or A-Rob. That's A-Rob for me.
Yep, it is for me too.
The 9th Island. What's going on, man? Aloha, headliners. Aloha. Merry Halloween.
Perfect.
Actually, technically, it says Merry Pumpkin Ghost.
Perfect. I like that too.
Please help. Tannehill or Herbert? I think we've answered this a lot tonight. It's Tannehill, right?
It's Tanny for me so far.
Swift or Kelly?
Man, I gamble and just go for Swift and hope that Matt Patricia doesn't screw it up.
Yep. Hawkinson or Bryant? I'm going Bryant.
I'll take it.
Maloha.
You're the whisperer.
We need just over 100 more likes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, and then we will let her flow.
We're trying to get through these as fast as we possibly can, but if you want us to let it flow and really rip through them, we're an hour and 13 minutes into the show, and we haven't even hit 850 yet. This has to be
a new record.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
may need to get a drink of water.
Disappointing me a little bit tonight. I don't like to say that about you all, but somebody's been drinking a little too much tonight, I bet.
I haven't had anything to drink.
Well, not you.
Oh. Sorry.
Talking about them.
Oh. Everybody's trick-or-treating. They're on a candy high.
What?
I said they're all on a candy high right now. Or a candy. They're coming off their sugar rushes.
In a standard league, need to clear bench spots. Can only keep one for the rest of the season. Debo, Hollywood, or T. Higgins. Based on consistency, it's T. Higgins.
I mean, if Debo wasn't hurt, he would be my choice.
Yep.
But being that he's already hurt, T. Higgins is somebody who's a lot safer than Hollywood Brown as of right now.
D1 throwing out a 5-bomb only because you guys are dedicated and passionate. D1, we appreciate that. Thank you so much. John Macer, need 1 in a PPR. Mike Evans, AJ Green, T. Higgins, or Brandon Ayuk. Ayuk is my Manscaped must start, and I've got him higher than all of those guys this week.
Yep, I have to agree.
Kane Fossil, what's going on, Kane? How do you feel about Fulgham, Fulgham long-term? Love you, Kane. Long term, he's definitely carving out a nice little spot in that offense. You have to think Alshon Jeffrey's going to be gone pretty soon. Zach Ertz could be gone pretty soon as well. And then that kind of leaves Rager and Fulgham along with Goddard as your main target. So at worst, a wide receiver 2 on that offense and a guy that could be a weekly flex play.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, we can't doubt him anymore. I mean, he's just too big of a part of this offense, and all this chemistry he's gained with Carson Wentz over the past few weeks is just something they're going to be able to build off of.
He was with Detroit last year, and they released him.
Of course he was. You know why? Because Detroit.
Yep.
It just fits.
Ray Bott, what's going on? Ray, what's up, guys? For tight end, who should I go with? Gesicki, Tanyan, Burton, and for defense, Tennessee or New Orleans? I've got Tanyan higher than both of those guys. Gesicki's got the highest upside, though. He's got the lowest floor, though.
Yeah, he's going to get you 2 or he's going to get you 22. One or the other. Being that they're all gamble, I probably gamble with the game that I expect to be the highest shootout with Green Bay and Minnesota, and I'll say it as Tunyon would be my choice there.
Tunyon? Oh, that's right, too. It's not Tanyan, it's Tunyon.
And then for defense, Tennessee or New Orleans, I'll go New Orleans going up against Chicago in that offense.
And then don't forget, headliners, we're almost at 850 likes. We're going to let it flow. Chapstick 1972, my mistake is DJ Dallas, Hardman, McKinnon, and Aguilar pick 3. It's Dallas, Aguilar, Hardman.
Yeah, I mean, if McKinnon has tired legs, I mean, I don't even know what that means. I've never heard that in 18 years of fantasy football. So yeah, give me the chance for the big play with Hardman.
Mike Sergilia, Henry Ruggs at the Browns, Marvin Jones for the Colts, versus the Colts, LaMichael Pirine at the Chiefs, Robert Tonyan versus the Vikings, flex 2 and a full PPR. My options are limited this week. Well, I have Henry Ruggs and Marvin Jones both as starts, and both of those guys have the highest upside for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably go with them and just cross my fingers. Hopefully they can find Ruggs deep and that wind isn't as bad as a lot of people are thinking.
All right, so here is a list of people that are officially out now on Sunday. Michael Thomas, Marquez Callaway, Aaron Jones, Joe Mixon, Julian Edelman, N'Keal Harry, Stephon Gilmore, Jameson Crowder, Brashad Perryman, Sammy Watkins, Mitchell Schwartz, Deebo Samuel, Jeff Wilson, Andy Dalton, Miles Sanders, and Alshon Jeffrey. Just a quick update there.
Perfect.
Jerome Woody throwing out a 5-bomb. Appreciate you, Jerome. Thanks so much. Shane Frost. I have to drop 3 people next week, guys, coming off the IR. Higgins, Lindsay, Samuel, Madison, Pollard, Henderson, or Ayuk. Thank guys. Well, I'm definitely dropping Pollard. Yeah, I'm going to drop Henderson as well. It gets tough after that. I really don't want to drop Madison unless you own Cook. And if you don't own Cook, maybe try to trade Madison to the Cook owner.
To the Cook owner if you can. If you can't,
package him up.
If you can't, I probably drop Higgins, Pollard.
Oh, that's Rashad Higgins. I thought that was T. Higgins.
No, it's Rashad.
So for me, it's Pollard, Henderson, and Higgins.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate that. I love Darrell Henderson. I just don't love the way they use him. So that's the problem.
Moises Gonzalez, Allen Robinson, or Deontay Johnson, and David Montgomery or Leonard Fournette. I do have A-Rob over Deontay Johnson. Who are we going with, Montgomery and Fournette?
Let's see here. Demont, I have at 22. Fournette at 20. So I got Fournette a couple spots higher.
Hey, 20 more likes to let it flow. Christopher Dowling, Hasty, Coleman, or Damian Harris at the flex in a full PPR. That's Hasty for me.
Yep, let's get a little hasty.
Jason Rodriguez, Ryan Tannehill, or Justin Herbert in a full PPR. That's Ryan Tannehill. We've answered that one a lot. A lot of people have Tannehill and Herbert.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people with that option.
Ruben Porras, Tyler Boyd, Keenan Allen, or Tyreek Hill in DFS. If it's a cash game, it's Tyreek Hill for me. If you're looking more like a GPP to try and set yourself apart, then I go with Tyler Boyd.
Yeah, just depends on the tournament you're going to.
Football Fanatic says, like the chat, you SOB.
Wow. He's not holding back at all.
Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen, so we can let it flow. We got to get into the Headliners Club, but we got to have those likes, ladies and gentlemen. Jerome Woody, Aguilar, Hasty, or DJ Dallas if he plays in a full PPR. One spot in the flex. I'm going Aguilar there for upside.
Aguilar's got the biggest upside. You're looking for the safest floor. I may go Hasty.
Jeffrey Foote, should I start Rojo and Fournette in the flex?
I would prefer not to, but in the matchup going up against the Giants, I can expect a lot of second half running. If you have no other choice, I don't hate it.
Naked Hot Dog. Sup, boys? I have some tough decisions in a deep league. Pick 2. Justin Jackson, Mike Williams, Aguilar, Rager, Tim Patrick, 5 PPR. We need upside here. So if we need upside, it's Mike Williams and Nelson Aguilar for me.
100% if that's what you're looking for.
Jacob Berkman says he sent... Well, I can't find your question now, Jacob, either. And I don't see your dono. So hold on. You might have to resend it here in a few minutes. Wait, okay, Jacob Berkman. I think I found it here. Hold on. Lost OBJ, trade Rodgers and Kelsey for Allen Robinson, Waller, and Singletary. He already has Brady as his QB1. So Rodgers and Kelsey for Allen Robinson, Waller, and Singletary. I'll do that because Waller is barely below Kelsey, and I get to add Allen Robinson. Let's do it.
Yep, there you go. You're at
Naked Hot Dog. We're done with that one.
Yep. All Steezy.
We're over 850 likes. So headliners, this is what we're going to do. Jake is going to hop into the Headliners Club and he's going to let it flow. Okay. So he's running through the Headliners Club. He's going to let it flow. When he's done with that, I'm at All Steezy for the super chat. We're going to hit that question and then I'm going to flow through the super chat to get caught up there. So Jake's going to do the Headliners Club for a little bit and then I'll get back to the super chat after that.
For Kyle, I got it on with the bacon. I didn't think it was going to happen.
Nice.
I'm happy about that.
That's
as I was putting it on, I'm like, this isn't gonna look good. I can't. There we go. I'm strapped in for safety. We're good.
That's talent. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm going to need you to do. I need you to get gassed up because we are about ready to experience the best segment in the fantasy sports industry today. Let it flow. Jake, are you ready?
Let's get it.
Let's count it down. We're going to let it flow in 3, 2, 1. Let it flow.
Gesicki or Rodgers? I'm still going with Gesicki. Why? Because Goddard is going to play here this week. Juju or Goddard in the flex? I'm probably still going to go towards Juju there and hope for the best. Gio or Melvin Gordon? Right now, Gio's probably going to be just a little bit safer. David Louse says, now take off the helmet. David, it may be stuck on for good at this point. Pick 2, Higgins. T. Higgins, A.J. Brown, Travis Fulgham, Hasty, Boston Scott, or Brandon Ayuk. I'm going with A.J. Brown and Boston Scott. Pick 2 in a non-PPR. Woods, A-Rob, Hasty, or Beasley. I can pick 2. I'm still going to go with Woods and A-Rob there. What about Dobbins or Pirine? Give me Dobbins if Ingram sits, Pirine if he plays. CD or Traquan in a full PPR. Give me Traquan Smith. Tannehill or Herbert. Man, a lot of people got both these guys. Wendy's McNuggets has them too. Give me Tanny here just by a couple spots. TB12 or Herbs. I got Herbs higher right now. Pirine, Dobbins, or Hyde. Ugh, man, if I have to, I want to go Dobbins if Ingram sits. If Ingram plays, give me Pirine, and hopefully he can get involved in the passing game versus Kansas City. Burrows or Mahomes? I still got Mahomes higher than Burrow. Burrow or Allen? Right now, I have Burrow 2 spots higher than I do Josh Allen. Gio or Melvin Gordon? Still going with Gio. Hasty, Coleman, or Justin Jackson? Pick 1. Give me Hasty. Should I trade Bell for Jonnu? It depends. Who do you currently have? As long as you have depth at running back, I don't hate it if you're in need of a tight end. Ayuk or Woods this week? Give me Brandon Ayuk. Fresh to Death says, I'm not going fast enough. I'd like to see him try to go faster. What about Burrow or Mahomes? Still Mahomes. T. Higgins or Bernard? I think Bernard is safer. T. Higgins, higher ceiling. Beasley, Aguilar, or Pirine? Give me the Beasles. Goddard or Mark Andrews? Still going to go with Mark Andrews. Melvin Gordon over Gio? Nope, still going with Gio. A-Rob or Fulgham this week? As much as I think Fulgham is probably the safer play, higher ceiling is still Allen Robinson. Cooks or Goddard or Gio Hart is how it was sent. I'm going to go with Cooks there. Jonnu or James White? I'm going with Jonnu Smith as of right now. Brandon Ayuk or Jarvis Landry? Give me Brandon Ayuk. Swift for Justin Jefferson? I don't know if that's a trade question or a start-sit question. If it's a trade question and you're in need of a wide receiver, I don't hate it as long as you have your running back depth. Shepard or Justin Jackson? I gamble and go with Shepard there and cross my fingers. You guys rock. Samuel, no, you rock. So with Gilmore out, Tanny or Allen? As of right now, I still have Tanny a couple spots higher. Myers or Ruggs? I'm going to go with Ruggs there, and hopefully he can find himself a deep ball that's not affected by the wind. Jonnu Smith or Le'Veon Bell in the flex? Bell's probably the safer option there for you this week. 1 running back, 2 flexes. Connor, Gaskin, Cooper, T. Higgins, Landry in a full PPR. 1 running back, that's going to be James Conner. My 2 flexes, that's going to be T. Higgins and Myles Gaskin. How about Samuel still telling us we rock? David, Gronk or Andrews in a full PPR? Still got Andrews a couple spots higher, but I don't dislike Gronk either. Rashard Higgins or Jalen Reagor? I'd like to see Reagor play before I plug him in my lineup. Give me Rashard Higgins. What about Landry or Beasley? Give me a case of the Beasles. The bacon is sizzling. Yes, the bacon is getting hot in this helmet, I'll tell you that. Jonnu or Waller? Give me Waller by a hair. Flex Bell, Dobbins, or Montgomery? Man, right now I'm leaning towards Le'Veon Bell, being that Mark Ingram, we don't know if he plays or not. How should I feel about Goddard in my lineup? Well, it depends what your other tight end option is. I imagine if you're contemplating it, you don't have a great one, so cross your fingers and let it flow. Love the bacon, buddy. Read faster. Spade Supreme. I'm trying to read as fast as I possibly can. What about Landry or Beasley? Still going Beasley. Deontay of D. Parker. I think I'm going between Parker and Deontay. Give me Deontay Johnson there. Claypool or T. Higgins? Give me T. Higgins. Is Woods and Gaskin for Terry a good trade? That's given up quite a bit. I do like Terry McLaurin, but it depends on your running back depth. You still need to have at least 3. Bell or Montgomery? Give me Bell. Deontay Johnson or Swift? Give me Deontay Johnson. Gaskin or Gio? Give me Gio. Demont or Melvin Gordon in a full PPR? Give me David Montgomery as of right now. Marvin Jones or Rashard Higgins? Give me Jones. Gaskin or Gio? Give me Gio. Diggs or Metcalf or James Conner? If I can only choose one, give me DK Metcalf. Tunyon or Goddard? As of right now, I got Tunyon higher. Claypool or Beasley? Give me Beasley. A-Rob or Gaskin? Give me A-Rob. Ayuk or A-Rob? That's getting really close. I love Brandon Ayuk, but I still lean towards Allen Robinson. Henry or Godare or Goddard, depending on how you're feeling. Give me Henry as of right now still. We have Ayuk or A-Rob. Same question we just had. Diggs or Jefferson in the flex. Give me Stephon Diggs there now. Gallman or Hasty? Can't start Gallman. I'm going with Hasty. Claypool or Scotty Miller? I'd rather just take my chances and go for Claypool here this week. Diggs or Marquise Hollywood Brown? Give me Stephon Diggs. CD or Corey Davis? Give me Corey Davis. Claypool or Beasley? We already did. Galladay or Zeke? If you can only choose one, wow, how stacked is your team that you have to sit one of these guys? Zeke may have the safer floor, higher ceiling, Kenny Galladay. Diggs or Marquise Brown? Still going Marquise Brown. Gaskin or Bell? Give me Bell. Diggs or Marquise Brown? Give me Diggs. Rashard Higgins or Dobbins in a half PPR. If Ingram sits, I go Dobbins. Otherwise, I go Higgins. Tua or Locke? That's probably the point where I would go with Tua. Wendy's McNuggets. That's the line that I would have to cross it at. Landry or Jonnu? Ugh. Man, as a flex play, I probably lean towards Jonnu and cross my fingers. Jefferson or Keenan Allen? If you're looking for a higher ceiling, it's Jefferson. Steelers or Chargers defense? This week I have... wait for it. I'm going with the Chargers there this week. What about Robert Woods or Jefferson? Robert Woods still slightly safer in my opinion this week. Rashard Higgins or Dobbins? We already did that one. A lot of repeat questions here. Tevin Coleman or Justin Jackson? Give me Justin Jackson. Juju or Rager? Give me Juju. Hawkinson or Goddard? Give me Hawkinson this week. Keenan Allen or Robert Woods? I think Keenan Allen slightly safer. Hollywood or Jefferson? Give me Jefferson. Claypool, Renfro, or Ruggs? If I can only choose one and I want to play it safe, I probably go with Renfro. Jacobs or Higgins for your upside pick? If you're looking for the higher upside, it's Higgins. Higgins or Darnell Mooney? I'm still probably going towards Higgins there also. Keenan or Woods? Keenan's going to be safer. Hasty and no other or, so we're going with Hasty. DJ Dallas or Goddard? More than likely, I'm going to take the safe touches and go with Dallas. Should I play Coleman? I would prefer not to. Jackson or Brady? I got Jackson higher. We have Gaskin or Melvin Gordon. I got Gaskin a couple spots higher. Coleman or Gallman? Ugh, neither. When in doubt, I would go for Coleman and just cross my fingers. Cam Newton or Cousins? Give me Cousins. What about Tampa or the Colts D? I'm going with the Tampa defense this week. Jackson or Brady? Got Jackson higher. Justin Jackson or Marquise Brown? Give me Marquise Brown. A lot of pumpkin emojis. I see him out there. Happy Halloween. What about Chargers or Rams defense? Give me the Rams defense there this week, and maybe they can create some pressure for a rookie quarterback in his first NFL start. Ayuk or Allen? I think Allen's still slightly safer, but I do love Ayuk. Tyreek Hill or Brandon Ayuk? I can't sit Tyreek Hill over Brandon Ayuk yet. T.Y. or Higgins? Give me Higgins. Start Fulgham or Woods? Woods probably slightly safer. Higher upside is Fulgham. Thoughts on Fant? I love Noah Fant, but what we need is for that entire team to get healthy so that offense can get on the same page. Rashard Higgins or Shepard? I would gamble and probably go with Shepard. Rams D or Colts D? Give me the Rams D. Bills D or New England or Ravens? Bills versus New England or Ravens versus Pittsburgh? Give me the Bills D there 100%. They've been not playing too well in New England. Hasty or Swift? I still think Hasty is slightly safer. Bacon or sausage? I'm dressed as bacon. I gotta pick bacon. Whew. Uh-oh. Son of a...
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh my God. I didn't think you were going to get it off.
that hurt. My bacon is crushed.
I'm supposed to let it flow too, and I don't know if I can because I just picturing you yanking on your head there.
Oh, that was. Oh, my bacon's all ruined. Man,
Oh my God. Whew.
that was painful.
That would not have been good.
Hey, for a split second, I got scared going. I almost said, oh, shit, what am I going to do? Because I couldn't get it up.
Oh my God. I would have paid good money to watch that thing get stuck to your head.
Wow.
Can you imagine if this gets stuck on my head and I can't take it off?
That would be amazing.
All right, time for me to let flow. Al Steezy, happy Halloween. Flex, pick one. Slayton, Rager, or Tevin Coleman. Injuries and buys are killing me this week. Slayton's got the most upside. Rager might be a little bit safer just because of the other weapons there. I kind of lean towards Slayton a little bit there, even though I don't love it. Homestar Hobo, start CEH or Gio Bernard in a standard. If it's in a standard league, I'll still go with CEH there because Gio, a lot of his value is going to be based on getting receptions. Jonathan Nguyen, half PPR, pick one to sit. Aguilar, Ayuk, Bell, Hasty, A-Rob, Swift. Much love, fellas. It's either going to be Hasty or Swift. If you want more upside, I would go with Swift, but Hasty's probably going to be a little bit safer. Sean Wagner, hey guys, in a standard league, who should I start at the flex? Corey Davis, Preston Williams, or TJ Hawkinson? That's going to be Corey Davis for me. I already have AJ Brown as my wide receiver one this week. I'm not playing Preston Williams this week. I'm still going to go Corey Davis there, cross my fingers and pray to God. Or you could start TJ Hawkinson and hope that he scores a touchdown, but that's a really bad matchup for him. Christian Daniel, Chargers or Saints defense. Oh, you're going to have to make me stop for a second because I got to look it up. I got to see who's higher. It's the Chargers. Chargers D, Christian. Wade County 305, 18 PPR. I have Carson, Dalvin Cook. Thoughts on whether they'll be a full go? Cook's going to be good. Carson's the one that we're the most worried about. I highly doubt if he does go, he's not going to be a full go. And I need a flex between Deontay Johnson, Jamal Williams, and Amari Cooper. Thanks, fellas. Jamal Williams is the safest one of that bunch. Hector Urano, I need to pick a kicker. Who are your top two from the afternoon games and Sunday night game? All of those are available except Wolf Holtz and Jason Myers. Happy Halloween and keep up the good work. Do you remember the last time I looked at kicker rankings? I don't even submit kicker rankings each week.
Let's see here. He can't
from
pick...
the Sunday night game is Jake Elliott. He's my highest from the Sunday night game. Or what do you say? The Sunday afternoon games?
Was your top two from the afternoon games?
And Lutz is not available. Then it's going to be Jake Elliott as my highest kicker. Him or Jason Myers. Jason Myers isn't there. Him or Robbie Gould. It'll be one of those two. Dylan Gonsalves. One running back, two flexes. Connor, Gaskin, Cooper, Higgins, and Landry. Well, my running back is going to be Connor, and then my flexes will be Higgins and Cooper. Michael Sepulveda. Guys, you know I love you, but Kyle, I know you are dressed up as Jake, but I'm getting Homer Simpson vibes. Haha, please don't hate ban me. No worries, Michael. I will not do that. Ryan Kennedy, PPR, Goddard or Gesicki. Gesicki is higher. Pick two. Gordon, Bell, or Deontay. Going back, Goddard safer, Gesicki higher upside, and then pick two, Gordon, Bell, or Deontay. It's Bell and Deontay. Shane Frost, who would win in a fight? John Gray, Dark Phoenix versus Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. Just kidding. Don't answer. Just love the show. Appreciate you guys. I don't know who Jean Gray, Dark Phoenix. I don't know who that is, so I'm going to pick Thanos. Risky Raw Dog. That says so much.
Yeah,
so much.
There's
so
a story
I made
behind
some
that.
big trades to build a new roster for the back half of the season. Rate it: Wentz, C-Mac, Montgomery, Michael Thomas, AJ Brown, Jonnu, AB. Upside, but you've also got a lot of downside there too. Unfortunately, it's big reward, big risk. LJ, happy Halloween as well. LJ, full PPR flex Monty, Rager, or Rashard Higgins. Jake, how are you feeling about Monty this week?
I don't like his inefficiencies, like, ever. It doesn't really seem to matter who he plays. He's just not efficient, and they don't get him involved until there's about 5 minutes left in the game, and that's a problem for me. So I prefer to avoid Montgomery if at all possible.
I was going to say Higgins has higher upside for me here. Also, in a half PPR flex, Scott, Gaskins, Swift, or Deontay, it's Deontay Johnson. Francisco Valise, half PPR, Dobbins or Singletary. I'm going to go Singletary's over Dobbins. Unless Ingram is out, then it's Dobbins, Woods, or Ayuk. I have Ayuk higher. Gabe Santos, flex one and a full PPR. Swift, Corey Davis, or Goddard, it's Corey Davis. Theron Blair, DJ Dallas, or Fournette. It'll be DJ Dallas if Carson does not end up playing. If he does, then it's Fournette. And Harrison Bryant or Gesicki. I have got Harrison Bryant higher. Myron KB, full PPR, sit one. Scott, Dallas, Gio, B, or Ronald Jones. Jones would be a Monday pivot against Brady and Scotty. I'm going to sit DJ Dallas if Carson is out. If Carson is not out, then if Carson is out, then I'll start DJ Dallas, and then I'll sit. Honestly, I'd sit Ronald Jones here. The PPR Deontay Johnson, Gaskin, or Fulgham, it's Deontay Johnson. Zach Hickerson, PPR pick 2, Judy Renfro, Kelly Singletary, Gallman, and could activate P. Ryan from the taxi. Cheer, fellas. I'm going to be starting. I don't love starting Judy this week, but I would start him over Renfro and Kelly and Gallman. And then Singletary you can roll with as well. If you want a little bit more upside, then you can go with P. Ryan and a PPR and go ahead and activate him. Nick Davis in a full PPR, start 2 running backs and 1 flex. Justin Jackson, Tevin Coleman, Madison, Lindsay, Juju Smith-Schuster, Jalen Reagor. Thanks from a frustrated Chubb Eckler owner. So I have to start 2 running backs. So for that, it's going to be Justin Jackson and Lindsay. And then 1 flex is going to be Juju. B Grim 21 flex ugly this week, boys. Hasty, Bryant, or Burton. Also Mike Williams or Zach Pascal for wide receiver 3. Zach Pascal's a little bit safer for me as a wide receiver 3, so I'm going to go with him. Hasty, Bryant, or Burton in the flex. Let's go ahead and go with Hasty there. Thomas Adams, I need to start and pick up and start a receiver this week. PPR, I'm thinking between Kendrick Bourne, John Brown, or Judy. What do you all think? It's John Brown. Jacob Berkman throwing out a 5-bomb. Appreciate you, Jacob. Anthony Morales, if Carson can play, do I start him or over Fulgham or start Fulgham? I'm going to start Fulgham there. Just because Carson, we don't know what we're going to get if he plays, and Fulgham really isn't that bad of an option. Jordan Hart, I play in a stupid league. I need 1 running back. Cook is a must, obviously, but CEH, Jamal Williams, Scott, Brown, Fournette. I'm okay with going Jamal Williams. You know why? He's not going to really split any type of touches this week. I'm going to roll with him. Jake G, I have Hunt and Chubb. Should I trade away Chubb and MT for Aaron Jones? Half PPR. PS, you guys rock. Thanks, Jake. Jake, I'll get your take on this as well. I'm going to make that trade, Chubb and MT for Aaron Jones.
I mean, yeah, I think that you may be able to get maybe like another throw-in piece with it or something, because as Nick Chubb and Michael Thomas is something that could really carry you through the fantasy playoffs. But if you're in super need of a running back, you're trading for a guy who's also hurt, which is a question mark also. So that's why I'd kind of like to have a little bit more.
That's true. Terry R, Jimmy G or Herbert, Hasty, Shepard, Miller. I've got Scotty Miller a little bit higher in terms of upside over Hasty. If you want to be safe, you can go with Hasty. Jimmy G or Herbert, it's Herbert. The PPR flex, Deontay Johnson, Gaskin, or Fulgham, it's Deontay Johnson. For everybody asking about Deontay Johnson, you start him if he's healthy. He's the new Will Fuller. Colby Rascal. Happy Halloween, guys. Would you start Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen this week? I'll start Josh Allen. Deninth Island. Wasabi, thanks for the device. Or for the advice. Also, Shepard or Scotty Miller. Keep up the awesome work. I'm going with Scotty Miller there. Gerald Bondic, full PPR. David Montgomery or Corey Davis is the flex. Corey Davis has more upside for me. Pope Street 42. Should I drop Fant for Jimmy Graham? I'm okay with that. Jimmy Graham's getting more than enough work, and he has high upside this week. Stephen Laird, Josh Allen or Burrow 6-point passing TDs. Give me Josh Allen. Christopher Dowling. Bench Jackson for Herbert or Tannehill. Yes, Jake, you have both higher this week, correct?
I didn't hear the ones you said. What were they?
Jackson, Herbert, and Tannehill. You have Herbert and Tannehill higher, right?
Herbert and Tannehill are 1 spot above Jackson, yes.
Yep. Colosso, Payaso TV, Desperation Flex. Start DJ Dallas, Travis Homer, depending on the situation. Wade Gellman, Marcus Johnson or Dallas Goedert. Got Allen. We got Andrews at tight end. I'll go with DJ Dallas if Carson is out. If Carson is in, then go ahead and go with Dallas Goedert. Haystack's house. Start Hasty, Aguilar, or Higgins in a standard. Which Higgins? T. Higgins? If it's T. Higgins, it's him. If it's not, it's Aguilar for me. Either in a full... Oops. It just scrolled all the way to the bottom. Hold on. Full PPR flex, Myles Gaskin, Travis Fulgham, or Deontay Johnson. Pope Street 42, flex, Jamal Williams, Fournette, or Le'Veon Bell. I'm going to go with Jamal Williams. Easy Eddie 32, 2-point PPR. Wide receivers are Julio Thomas, A-Rob Chark, Corey Davis, Riggs, Rager. Started wide receiver 1, Julio. Wide receiver 2, Robinson. Need 1 for the flex. Who to cut to pick up Lazard the rest of the season? I'm not cutting anybody that you have. I would take Lazard over Ruggs the rest of the season if you're looking for something a little bit more safe. But honestly, you've got so much depth at wide receiver, you really don't need to pick up Lazard. No. And then wide receiver 2, A-Rob, you need one of these guys for the flex. It is going to be Corey Davis this week. Rain Grayson, non-PPR start Fulgham or T. Higgins. That's T. Higgins for me. Also, how do you guys feel about Antonio Brown? You can hold on to him if you want to, but honestly, the guy's probably not going to get a ton of work right away. It's going to be a while, and even then, he's splitting a lot of touches with 3 other guys. Gronk, obviously, Godwin when he comes back, and Evans. Shade 721 just traded Carson and AB to an unhappy and worried Zeke owner. Thoughts on the trade? You nailed it. Congratulations. M. Kachi 09, Harris, Carson, Hurt, or Rager in the flex. It's going to be Carson for me if he plays. If not, then Rager. Carl's Walker, full PPR start 1. Hasty, P. Ryan, or Moody. I'll go Hasty there. Trevor Smith, trade away Lockett for A-Rob and Goddard. Thoughts? Hurst is my other tight end. I don't mind it. I'm okay with making that deal. Tan Fam, half PPR, pick 3. Jefferson, Robbie, Bobby Trees, AJ Green, Fulgham. I'm sitting AJ Green out of those. Lee Wilson, trade AB for Fournette, PPR, CEH, Carson, DJ are my running backs. Yeah, I'm good with that. Trade AB right now. If you get Fournette back, I mean, he's going to be at least the 1B there. Warren Danina, thanks so much for the 10 bomb. Happy Halloween. Who to start? Boston Scott or Jamal Williams or Swift, Ayuk, or T. Higgins in the flex? It's going to be Williams for me starting at running back, and then Ayuk in the flex. Alex Wooters, pick 2 from Hasty, Melvin Gordon, and Lamb in standard. Since it is standard, I'm going to go ahead and sit Lamb. Alex Palmo, Scott or Connor, Cam or Stafford. Stafford for the second one, Connor for the first one. Harold Sedona, what's up? AB or Lazard, Justin Jackson or Aguilar? It's Aguilar over Justin Jackson. And then for the rest of the season, I'll keep Lazard over AB. Lazard is definitely the number 2 there. We have no idea what AB will be and when. Tao Thao, should I pick up Jalen Rager and drop Claypool for my flex? I would play Claypool over Rager this week. Leo Rohde, John Brown or Scotty Miller for the flex? Thanks. That's John Brown. Masenko, Burton, or Cook? It's Cook. Or both, and flex is DJ Dallas. If Carson's out, it's definitely DJ Dallas. If Carson is in, I probably still go with Dallas over Burton in the flex. Merciful Duke, Big Ben or Carr? It's going to be Big Ben for me. Scotty Miller or T. Higgins? It's T. Higgins. Judy, Ruggs, or Mims? Pick 1. It's going to be Judy there, or actually Ruggs. I've got Ruggs listed as a start. Ingram or Burton? It's Burton. Slayton, Greg Ward, or Gallup? It's going to be Greg Ward. Jake G, trade away Jacobs for Tyler Boyd. I need a wide receiver. No, you can probably get a little bit more with Jacobs than Tyler Boyd. And Tyler Boyd has got 2 other guys around him getting plenty of targets right now. Matt Coffey wants to know Brady or Lamar versus Pittsburgh. Lamar is higher than Brady for you, correct?
Correct.
Yep. I'm going to go with Lamar. Joseph Puri, Lindsay, Justin Jackson, Corey Davis, or Noah Fant in a flex PPR. I'm going to go with Corey Davis there. G. Murray, Ruggs, or John Brown in a 1-point PPR. I'm going to go with John Brown. Gerald Bondick, Stafford, or the Bake Show. Thanks. I'm going to go with Stafford barely. I Shine 101. What's going on? What's up, gentlemen? Gronk or Andrews? It's Andrews for me. See now how I see it. No question. Just wanted to thank you guys for what you do. Appreciate you, see now. And we're caught up.
Awesome. I've seen Gabe out here with a bunch of pumpkins and clowns. Not a big fan of clowns, but the question is Deontay Johnson, Cup, or Boyd. I can pick two. Give me Deontay Johnson and Tyler Boyd. Yeah, I mean, I have a question though. Like, I'm wondering how many people went trick or treating tonight. Throw that in the chat if you took your kids out tonight trick or treating still or not. That's just something that a lot of people. I mean, we still had a lot of people in our neighborhood. We went out a little bit earlier and got some dinner, and there's people everywhere. Kyle,
we did.
Everywhere.
We barely had anybody here trick or treating.
Well, nobody comes to my house because where my house is located, I'm like so far at the end of the street, and there's like one street light. It looks scary where I'm at, so nobody ever comes down here. But further up, yeah, there's a ton of people.
Next year, I'm going to be there, and I'm just going to stand out in front of your house with this on.
Holding a red balloon.
Just staring at people.
Yeah, that's not weird at all.
Ace Unchained, what are your thoughts on C-Mac and Michael Thomas for the rest of the season? In a PPR, I have a deep bench all around and want to acquire one of these. I'm definitely trying to get C-Mac.
Yeah.
Michael Thomas concerns me a little bit more because honestly, yeah, he's got the injury issues, but he's got some back end issues as well where he's just him and the Saints are they're not on great terms right now. Definitely trying to get C-Mac. Thomas, I wouldn't mind getting if the price is right. Tyler T, Goddard or Hawkinson in a full PPR. It's Goddard for me. Frank, Jerry, and Justin Jefferson or Deontay Johnson. Wide receiver 2, it's Deontay Johnson. Giovanni Bernard or Ronald Jones is the RB2. It's Giovanni Bernard. Headliners, just a real quick heads up. Going to be doing a special live stream over on Headliner Gaming when we are done here. So we're not going to be answering any fantasy questions over there tonight. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing a game called Until Dawn. I'm going to shut the lights off. It's one of those like scary games or something like that. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be worth it just to see your reaction when you get scared, out of your, crap in your pants. That's going to be what's funny.
Yep.
That's all I'm watching for. Is to see.
You all should come hang out. Like I said, we're not going to do any fancy questions, but it's just going to be like watching a movie, but you get to see me get scared the entire time during it. So,
Levi Kemper says, "Can we talk about how Kyle looks like what happens if you don't use Manscaped and you use some knockoff brand?"
Yeah, that's kind of head looks like your balls.
Wow. You kind of took it to a different place there, Kyle. That's a little odd. Let's see here. What else do we have in the Headliners Club? Legendary Pest Control said, "Sup, fellas? What's going on out there?" Go Jays says, "My favorite game." He loves playing that game. Maybe he'll be tuning in. Make sure you tune in and watch Kyle play it later. Kyle D, you guys are the best. Mr. October. Well, it's your month then, right? Well, it was your month. It's over tomorrow. So as of tomorrow, you better change your name to Mr. November. Otherwise, your time has come. Tunyon or Goddard or Goddard, whatever you want to call him. I probably still lean towards Tunyon by a skosh.
William Harris, standard flex, Goddard, Dobbins, or Montgomery. It's going to be Montgomery for me unless Ingram is out, then it's Dobbins. Lee Wilson, would you play Carson? If he plays, I have DJ Dallas too. Thanks, boys, for everything. I mean, if he plays, I would play him over DJ Dallas.
If he plays, he's healthy enough to start.
Yeah.
As you can tell in the past with Seattle, they don't put him out there unless they plan on really giving him the ball. So if he's healthy and he's in the lineup, then I start Carson.
What?
Haywood Jablomi. I use a wall trimmer. Wouldn't recommend it.
What's a wall trimmer?
The brand Wall, WAHL. It's like a hair shaver brand. Don't use those on the boys. It is not good. It'll ruin
is that more for your head?
Week. Huh?
Is that more for your head?
Yes, it's just for your head. It's nowhere near. Do not put it near the boys.
Oh my God. Chris Chow says, "What is Kyle supposed to be?"
Chris. Our own Chris.
So disappointed in you.
Chris. I mean, what does he look like? Here,
I'm Jake from a few weeks ago when he got sunburnt.
Yeah, way to go, Chris. Thanks for bringing it up again. All right, Proxium TV says, "Please need this answered. I have a wide receiver, running back, and flex open in a half PPR league. My options are Landry, Higgins, Henderson, Gio, and Gordon. So you need a wide receiver. I'm going to go with Higgins. You need a running back. I guess we're going double Bengal because I'm going Bernard. And then in the flex, it's between Melvin, Henderson, and Landry. I just totally gamble at this point and go with Darrell Henderson and cross all my fingers.
James Euler picked 2 this week. A.J. Brown, Tyler Lockett, and Metcalf. I'm going to go A.J. Brown and Metcalf over Lockett just because Metcalf has been a little bit safer this week. Pope Street 42, Justin Jefferson or T. Higgins. I've got T. Higgins higher. Brandon Gagnon, start Gus Edwards or Devontae Parker. In a standard, I'm going Devontae Parker. If Ingram is out and you want to be safe in a standard, then I'm okay going with Gus Edwards. Samir Sheriff, PPR, John Brown, Kendrick Bourne, Coleman, Ruggs, Dobbins. I'm going John Brown if I'm only picking one. Christopher Dowling, start Dallas over Geo Haskins or T. Higgins. No, I would start all 3 of those guys over DJ Dallas. Heretic J, Bernard or Boston Scott in a half PPR. I'm going Boston Scott has got more upside for me, but Bernard's a little bit safer. I'm probably going to go Boston Scott there. I'm going to go Boston Scott. Do you agree?
Yeah. I'm going against Dallas for sure.
Stephen Bowman traded Juju for Hunter Henry. Already have Kittle. Bad move. I mean, if you already have Kittle, then yeah, there was no real need for a Hunter Henry. I would have kept Juju. If you really needed a second tight end, just get one off the waivers. Leader TV, pick 2, Gaskin, Bell, Boston Scott. Important game. I'm going to play Bell and Boston Scott, especially if it's any time of a half or PPR format. Alex Vergan, full PPR flex, Woods, Fournette, or Landry. It's Woods for me. Daniel Murphy, Gonzalez, Aguilar, or Claypool in the flex this week in a full PPR. That's Aguilar.
I mean, you got this one, and this is a good one. Hadn't heard this one yet. Mr. Bear says, is Kyle dressed as Stone Cold Steve Austin?
No.
It kind of looks it looks like Stone Cold with a sunburn.
Does it?
Can you give me an oh, hell yeah, Kyle?
Oh, hell yeah. I don't know.
That's pretty close.
Oh,
whew, man, I think we've gone in almost 2 straight hours here, straight fantasy football questions. And before we wrap it up for the night, we'll do it a little bit longer. But I do want to do something we haven't done for the past few weeks because it's been so crazy busy. We'll open it up for anything non-fantasy related. If you want to ask us some non-fantasy football questions, now is the time to do that. We'll look for some of those in the chat. So if you're looking to do a little bit of headliner after dark, a little bit of get to know Jake and Kyle, we get to know the community as well. This is the time to do it. Kyle, we haven't done this in a few weeks just because it's been so crazy busy.
Starting out with fantasy related question, Brandon Gagnon, Scotty Miller, Devontae Parker on standard. Since it's standard, I'll go Devontae Parker over Scotty Miller.
Is it awkward that I just dropped my meat on the desk?
Just flopped your meat right there.
Just pulled it out and flopped it right on the desk. That's just weird.
Don't worry, Jake. Just go ahead and start pulling out your meat.
No.
Hugo, I'm about to start donating to y'all, man. You guys are gangsters. Appreciate you,
dude, Hugo, we are gangsters. We are OG gangsters because we're old.
Oh, here's one I don't think we've ever gotten. Here's one. Anna says, how itchy is your head right now? It's damn itchy. GC Olahafio, something like that. A country to visit.
Like pick a country to visit?
Yeah.
Wow.
I would like to go to Italy because I have Italian family and I'm big into food, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah. I've noticed. I would love to go to Australia, but I'm terrified of snakes the size of Volkswagens. So I just don't know if that's a good place for me to go. I've heard some horror stories about snakes in Australia. So if that's true, that would worry me, but I'd like to go to Australia.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere near that. Gerald Gulp, I have Zeke. How should I try and move him? I really wouldn't right now, because if you try to move him right now, you're moving him at his lowest value, and I do not like selling low on players. Theron Blair, what's the benefit of joining Patreon? Well, Theron, let me tell you, there are some different tiers that you can join. Okay, if you join the $5 tier, the $5 tier is going to get you access to all of our exclusive content, including our weekly podcast that Chris Chouse hosts, and Chris Kennedy's on there with him most of the time. And then it also gets you access to all of our articles as well that are on there that nobody gets access to unless you're on Patreon. Number two, the $10 tier gets you all of that from the $5 tier. Plus, it gives you guaranteed answers to any questions that you have throughout the week. And then the $20 MVP tier gets you everything from the $5 and the $10 tier. Plus, it gets you all of our awesome DFS content. If you want to go out there and win a little moolah, Chris Kennedy's dropping that isn't out there constantly. So there
Well
you go.
said. Hey, Alex Wilson says, you can stay at my place in Australia, Jake. Only a couple of snakes a year. Alex, I'm curious, and I'll look for your name here in the chat. What kind of snakes are we talking about? Are we talking like, little snake? Or are we talking like, a big snake?
It doesn't matter. It's a no for me.
Okay, you want to know what? Real talk for a second, right? Because we're going off topic here. I grew up with a huge fear of snakes. No idea why. I did. You know what got me over my fear of snakes somewhat, Kyle? I started watching snake videos on YouTube just to like force myself to watch it.
Nope.
And now I'm not terrified of them, but I don't want to be around them.
Doesn't matter. Nope. And I keep getting a lot of questions. Kyle, what are you dressed up as? If all of you remember several weeks ago on the live show, Jake was sunburnt because he was out all day long. I'm Crispy. I'm Jake when he was sunburned a few weeks ago.
Yes. Dark Winter says, Jake, will you ever be wearing that bacon costume again? You've been just adjusting it a lot. Well, it's not the most comfortable thing to be sitting in. And in this studio where I'm at, there's a lot of lights, right? So I got light up top, got 2 lights on the side, I got a light on my face. It's hot in this room. So up in here, there's like no ventilation. So no, I'm probably not going to bust out the bacon costume too often.
Rob G, Goddard, Gesicki, or Jimmy Graham. Start one. It's Jimmy Graham for me. Giggity Goo 52. This week, Herbert or Jackson, Fant or Goddard. It's Fant and Herbert. Tat 2 by Matt. Need 2. Fulgham, Metcalf, Aguilar. Thanks. It's Fulgham and Metcalf for me.
Alex says, they're little snakes, but they're super venomous. Well, I'm out. Sorry, Alex.
Nope.
Can't visit you.
Nothing.
Nope.
Don't want anything to do with them.
Send me some pictures, Alex. Alex, the next time you get one, send me a picture to our email so I can see it. Kyle, don't open anything from Alex.
Steven says, how long's your bacon?
Dude, Steven, this thing goes all the way down, my friend. It's down to my knees.
Eric wants to know what's more comfortable, the bacon top or your mini helmet?
Well, I'll tell you what's not comfortable. The mini helmet on with the bacon top also, because that was like, I'm not going to lie, I thought I was going to have to yell for somebody to come help me pull that thing off a few minutes ago. It crossed my mind for a second.
Try to pull that off would have been awesome.
Come here, son. Pull this off for daddy.
What is our go-to fast food order? It really depends what I'm in the mood for, but T-Bizzle is good basically anytime.
What is?
T-Bizzle. Taco Bell.
That's what I thought you were going to say. I don't know if I can go with Taco Bell. Depends how close to a restroom I am. I used to love Jack in the Box when I lived in Arizona. Now they don't have them out here, so I don't get to have it very often. What about, I like some Zaxby's. Get some wings. I like some wings. It's pretty good.
Wait, what fast food place has wings that are any good?
Just so you know, Kyle, don't open the Discord.
Jesus effing A. You guys suck.
Hey, I warned you. What are you talking about?
Hardcore, not you, them.
Oh, okay.
Those a-holes.
A question. Are we married? Yes, we're both married. We both have wives and children. Do we both have day jobs? Yes, we still work full-time day jobs
it
also.
Sucks. Oh, I'm sorry, the job part.
Yeah. We still have full-time day. This is day job number 2. We actually have 2 full-time jobs.
This is night job.
Yeah, we have day job, we have night job.
And this is basically an anytime we're not at our day job.
Yeah, pretty much. That's about right. That's right. Zaxby's is respectable. I like Zaxby's. I really do. I like Zaxby's a lot. Chick-fil-A is good, but it's always busy. It just depends on how long you have, but their drive-thru usually goes pretty quick.
Just as a heads up, everyone, again, after we get done here, I'm going to be over on Headliner Gaming in a little bit. We've got a special stream tonight. I'm going to be streaming until dawn. We're going to shut the lights off. It's going to get dark in here, and everyone's going to watch me get scared and probably scream like a little girl every once in a while. I am going to go ahead and post a link to Headliner Gaming. Hit that subscribe button for me if you can. It's going to be pinned at the top. Click on that link, subscribe to Headliner Gaming, and come over and check that out here in a little bit.
Wallaby says wants to know what our jobs are. Kyle is in the education industry, and I am in the financial industry. That's about as much as I can go into mine without having to like make you sign disclosures and stuff.
Rick says I missed Let It Flow tonight. Did you change the name to Let It Sizzle?
Oh, Rick, I like that. Let it sizzle. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Warren Danina
Splems wants to know, need help with my lineup. Rojo at the RB2 and Fournette at the flex, or Fournette at RB2 and Green at the flex, or Rojo at the 2 and Green at the flex. Well, I don't want to start both of them. So, Jake, which one of those running backs are you starting?
Does it say PPR or not anywhere? I don't see it.
It does not.
If it's standard, I go with Rojo. If it's PPR, I go Fournette. And then Green at the flex, depending on what it is. Let's see here.
I can't wait to take this thing off.
I kind of want to watch you take it off. Can you take it off in front of us? Can you rip off
what
the thing?
What did you just say to me?
Your head thing. Take it off.
All right,
just rip it off. Totally Hulk Hogan, that bad boy.
Ah!
What is it on there with?
Ouch! It's got like the sticky stuff that came with it.
You're going the wrong way. You're supposed to go from front to back. That's weird.
Oh my god. And it's got like this tape.
Hey, can that be my new nickname? Since I have... Oh, wow. That's not weird looking at all.
Do you know how this is so gross?
That is disgusting.
It ripped.
Yeah, I could tell. It's gross looking. And my new nickname, by the way, is Jay Sizzle. Because Jay Smooth has been taken by Jonnu Smith.
Oh my god, my head is soaked. I took it off and I could feel like sweat run down the back of my head.
That's disgusting.
It's like, honestly, it felt no. I can't.
Legendary dropped a that's what she said at just the right time, so that's perfect.
Oh,
well, if you're gonna take yours off, I'm dropping the top of the bacon.
I'm gonna have to go like wash my hair real quick.
That's gross. Let's see here.
What's good, you crispy wannabe and Junior Jake and Cheeseburger?
Junior
Isaiah's always got him. Happy Halloween. Just got out of work and knew I had to tap in. What's going on, Isaiah?
What's going on, Isaiah? Junior.
All right. Well, it's after 11 o'clock, Jake. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking it's about that time to watch. I want to go watch Kyle get absolutely scared to death. Is what I want. Kyle, can I ask one more question to you? Being that we know what your fear is after the last 10 minutes, what are you going to do if that's in the game?
Die. Punch my TV screen.
Yeah, okay. Well, I was just wondering, because that's what I want to see. Don't forget, if you want to watch Kyle get absolutely terrified, click that link up above that's pinned. That's our Headliner Gaming channel. He'll be on there in just a few minutes after he goes and freshens up here. But here it is, Week 8 in the books. Pretty close. We want to wish everybody a happy Halloween. Hopefully you had a good and safe evening with the family. Good luck in all of your matchups tomorrow. Looking forward to another day of football, and we appreciate the support on these streams every single week. We've had about 2 hours of answering nonstop questions. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. Hopefully you got a chance to laugh along with us, because that's what it's all about, is building up the community and really building friendships with everybody out there. So I know we greatly, greatly appreciated that. Ben Patnick saying, come on, guys, we only got 52 likes till we hit 1,000. If we can do it, that's great. I would absolutely love that. But you know what? It has been about 2 hours, and Kyle looks like he needs some help. The sunburn actually looks more like windburn, like you had some ski goggles on, and like it fried your face, like you were skiing.
I feel like I ate strawberries and I'm allergic to them.
That's also a definite possibility. Splem says PPR, so he's going Fournette and Green. Absolutely. That's what I would do for PPR also. But hopefully you guys had a great evening. We appreciate the support. Once again, click that link, because that's where we're going. Go subscribe to Headliner Gaming, and we will
I'll be live in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, give him 15 minutes to go freshen up. But if you go over there and hit the bell icon, you'll know as soon as he goes live. So that way you'll have your warning, I guess you could say.
Isaiah, real quick, starting Bobby, Good Green Trees, and Deontay Johnson at wide receiver, and flexing Jamal Williams in Hollywood. Should I put Fournette or Bell in? I would put Bell in over Hollywood if you want to be a little bit more safe. Other than that, no, sticking with it.
Yep, I agree. 100%.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we peacing.
Absolutely. You guys have a great rest of your evening. Have a good one. We'll talk to you later. Thanks.